Come on, wake it up. Wake it up. Wake it up.
Let's get it.
Let's go. Full crew. Full crew. When's the last? We had full crew for Dukem, right?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Let's go. But it's the full crew back at the main station, at the main location. You
Back
feel me? Come on. It feels good to be back. It feels real good to be back with everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome to episode 21 of the WeSoCultured podcast.
Cheers in the world.
I am your friendly neighborhood host, Yoni. I got some good people with me as always, huh?
Mellow.
Big Sam, huh? Yo, you looking good. Why you glowing, bro?
Cause I moved, bro.
Hey, let's go. Wake it up. Wake it up.
There it is.
Let's go, baby.
Wait for it. I got a little something for you. Fedora Sam.
Damn, let's go.
Scroll down a little more. There's some more to that.
Ain't no fucking way.
With the scarf, baby.
Yo, I hate y'all, yo.
Hey, look, hey, Sam,
And the
you got a
orange
mimosa.
I don't know if I ever said this. I don't like any of you.
He might be at your local Trader Joe's.
Wait, nah, this
with
is
his French bulldog.
But why are we talking like this isn't a
Fedoras.
real? This is a real photo. Wasn't this last week, nigga?
Bro, that's
Fedora
insane,
Sam.
yo. That's
Bro, this
insane.
was last week. We went to that winery or some shit.
Why is this in your email?
Yo, that
I had
is
to put it
so
to myself.
that looks so real, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's scary, right?
I'm sorry, we gotta clip that, bro.
That's crazy. What is he
Fedora
drinking? Is that
Sam.
tomato
What
juice?
is he drink? What are you drinking?
At
Is that
least you
tomato
look
juice?
classy, bro.
Nigga, that's you.
How they get
you
my
know
nail
what you're
beds right?
drinking.
That's crazy, bro.
Damn.
They got
Nah,
the
that's
facial
fire,
hair,
though.
everything. Yep.
Nah, why
Fedora
they
Sam.
give me-
That is what I picture
Why are they giving me this
when I
little
think of
piece?
Fedora Sam.
It's fucking hilarious.
That's crazy. Where is he?
You look like kind of like one of those detectives from the 50s.
He looks like he's an
It's like
Adam
Sherlock
Morgan.
Holmes from Ethiopia.
It's a black Sherlock Holmes.
That shit
That-
a vibe,
that goes to
though.
brunch
How
on
the
his
fuck
day
did
off.
you
Oh my
get it
God.
so real?
Sherlock Holmes at brunch on his day off.
with the musket pistol.
Yeah.
Why is
With
everything
the revolver in
orange?
it.
Is it red or orange? What's going
Is
on?
that
think
just
it's,
the template or some
I think
shit?
it's just the
It's just
like
the
us
vibe.
looking down the projector. It looks a little different when you look on the phone.
Who's in the back? Who's that girl
Yeah.
right there?
Oh, bro, you'll recognize the picture later.
Oh shit! Yeah, who was that?
heck?
Damn.
You'll recognize the picture later.
Oh, the source photo that you used to forward this photo.
Son.
I thought they were fake people like AI generated.
Right,
Nah,
because
nah.
they do that.
I realized it afterwards, and I was like, "Nah, we can blur it out."
That's funny as shit.
He got his
Oh
French
my
bulldog
God.
in his shopping cart.
That was good. That was good.
How do you zoom out?
His name is
I
Tito.
kept trying to do it, but
Nah, it's already the picture is just submitted like full
I should
size.
be.
So you can't
Yeah,
zoom
but
out.
I should be. Nah, you sure?
No,
Nah,
I think
no,
you can.
no.
I think if you,
I mean, if you zoom
Should still
out,
be
it's
able
gonna
to.
be.
I think if you pinch on the mouse pad,
That's what I tried to
Pause.
you go and zoom out the whole
do. Sorry,
screen.
usually works.
I don't
I
think you
guess.
can zoom out the picture.
Oh well,
Oh, they get the gist.
well, I don't know. I thought that was a
That was
It's
hilarious.
a good look
Thank
though. You
for
should
that.
try. You should.
Thank
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yep, with the scarf exactly,
Yeah, bro.
Yo.
and the blazer.
You got
This
the
is
aunties
crazy.
going.
I was about to say
crazy.
you're gonna get a nice Habesha auntie, man.
Yeah,
This is how
bro.
y'all feel?
Nice
I missed
kamis.
one episode. This is how y'all feel?
Where are you
Yeah.
going? Happy hour with the little the smoke thing or whatever that they use.
He looks like a Habesha wedding crasher in this joint.
Oh shit! Yeah,
He dressed like this. Just go to all the Ethiopian weddings.
the fun uncle,
Yo.
bro. He be passing the shots around.
Sir, it's 96 degrees outside.
Hey man, to his right, Big Dawit in the building. What's up, Dawit?
What's happening?
What's good, bro? Mello behind the cam. What's up, Mello?
What's going on?
Well, as you may know, this is our 21st episode. We are now legally able to consume alcohol, so I think it is only right that we take a shot here.
Take a shot to 21,
You know?
man. Shout out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
21.
Let's take a
yeah.
shot to 21.
Hold on, we need another round of applause real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
It's a milestone.
Come on. Hold on. 21. Bro.
21 consecutive, you know?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Nice. Are we gonna shout out the liquor?
Wait, what was it?
They're doing just fine in life.
Why not shout
Oh
out?
man, episode 21.
We'll save that for next time.
How was y'all's week, man?
It was busy as hell.
Yeah, we
Oh my
sure had a busy
gosh,
week.
it was busy as hell. I've been moving all week since last weekend into this weekend. Just went this morning with my girl to get a table in Alexandria to bring it all the way back to where I just moved now. It's just been like U-Haul after U-Haul. I don't have a truck. That's one thing I realized I need is a pickup truck.
Yeah,
It would be so
that's-
nice if I had a pickup truck. My
Yeah.
old roommate has a pickup truck, and I'm like, damn, I wish I could just borrow
Nah,
that.
you don't want one, bro. Because what happens is you become, imagine in an Abasha family, our whole family's out here.
I can't let them know.
You would literally be
True.
on
You're-
payroll
yeah,
for free.
That's true. That's true.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're gonna be
yeah.
like,
You'd just be,
Sammy, bring your truck.
Yeah. I got to drive
moving.
everywhere, all over Virginia.
wrap.
yeah, bro. You'd be,
True, but it just would be so
It
convenient.
would.
'cause-
It would. I hate doing U-Haul.
Yeah, because
bro.
like, okay, for example, if I buy something off of Facebook Marketplace, and it's like, okay, can you come pick it up at 6? And it's like, with what?
yeah.
I got to pick up a whole couch.
Yeah.
How am I get the couch?
mm-mm.
You know, but yeah, if you had the truck.
No, it's valid. It's valid.
But I get what you mean.
It's not. You just don't want that.
You become public
You would
transportation.
spiritually hate it, and then you're locked in for $30K for
Yeah,
buying
yeah.
a truck, like
Yeah.
40K.
I want to get
whatever.
one of those used
You
ones.
can't just change your mind.
Yeah,
I feel like regardless, moving is stressful.
it is
Yeah.
though. It is.
Even if you're prepared for it.
Now imagine
Just the whole process.
Hell yeah.
Now you got to deal with everybody else's.
Yeah. So this is one of those days like this week I remembered what I said to myself last time I moved, which was like, yo, I'm never doing this again. I'm getting movers. Then it comes around, right? And I'm like, how much is it gonna cost?
Well, do you
Oh,
got a lot of
shit.
stuff?
I thought I didn't. I thought it was just my room.
Mhm.
And once I had moved all that stuff out, I realized there was all this stuff in the kitchen too.
Exactly. The
And I was
kitchen
like,
is
damn, I have a lot more stuff than I
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
Trying to keep those glasses from clanging together.
All of that.
It's just so much stuff in the kitchen.
And then there's stuff on the balcony.
Right.
I was like, dang, I got stuff out there too. So just a lot of movement.
Never
but
ends.
Yeah. But I'm pretty much almost settled now.
Nice.
I'm almost settled now. Like everything's moved in. Just selling some stuff on Marketplace. But yeah.
Dawit, how was your week, bro?
Man, I was lethargic, bro. Because I think
Wait, what does that mean?
lethargic is like you
Lazy,
just don't feel like
tired.
doing anything.
Oh, okay.
So like that just hit me a lot. I think it's because the long weekend when
Oh,
I
yeah.
traveled up to Rochester to go meet my little niece.
Yeah.
And then right when I got back, I ended up at the Teddy Afro concert.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then Monday is cooked because we were out till we didn't go to
Party.
bed till 6 a.m. So like I just went through the work week and I was like, damn, like
yeah. No time to
God.
really just decompress.
yeah, I
I
never
feel
got
you.
a chance to do that. So
Okay.
it was rough in that sense, but outside of that, it was chill. I didn't
Okay.
really have too much going on.
Nice. Mellow?
Yeah, I had a pretty hectic week too, but just busy as hell with work, man.
Yeah. It's getting around that time of year where people are starting to try and get those vacation hours,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
PTO.
Mm-mm.
Niggas is fighting for that PTO, man.
I don't believe in taking PTO during these like holiday times, man, because like
Really?
yeah, because why would you take it when it's convenient for everybody?
Yeah, true.
Because
Yeah.
everybody,
You'd
like,
rather-
bro, like
yeah.
the time to take it. Because during this time, when like I've noticed when not as many people are in the office, you get more work done. So like you just take
True,
the holiday
true,
time
true.
anyway. And I had just suggested it to one of my coworkers that he went like out of the country, and he came back the week before Memorial Day, and then all he had to do was work that week. Then he had a 4-day week. I think he had 2 4-day weeks back to back.
Oh, so you
I
mean
was like,
strategic?
it's strategic. Like you take
Strategic
3
PTO.
straight work, bro. 3 straight working weeks he was off.
Yeah.
Then he had and then he had that Monday off in the following week. Then he had
Yeah.
Memorial Day off the following
Oh,
week
he
after.
finessed that shit.
And I was like,
insane.
doesn't that feel nice after taking like 3 weeks off and you come back and you're bombarded? You're only working for 4 days, 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I don't ever go straight to work the day after I take vacation.
Oh,
I
hell
always
no.
take
I
the
never do
extra
that.
Fuck
vacation
that.
day. It's the worst
I
to
feel you
fly
on
back
that.
on Sunday and then you
Yeah.
got work in the morning on
Nah,
Monday.
hell no.
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 Damn.
No.
Yo, Dawit's a
that.
professional PTOer. Like he's got it
Bro, I've-
optimized.
I've got all kinds of ideas.
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
Yo.
I've got so many ideas. Like Christmas break, they're like, "What do you're not taking any time off?" No, just gonna work from the house.
If they give you time, you can do what you want with it. So it's
Right.
like you can't even hate on that.
So you just take like a random, like a not hot spot, like time of the year,
Yeah,
like April 3rd.
yeah.
Like just a random, like nobody's taking off.
That's
So
smart.
I'm gonna
That's
take
smart.
off.
I'll do that shit in October.
you ahead of the
Shit,
game.
okay.
You ahead of the game for sure.
Bro, like for what? Like you get all these holiday times. Like why not just take that? Or you Just take one day, make it a 4-day weekend. Add it on the Friday.
My week was rough, bro.
That's valid.
I'm not gonna lie. So
Moving and all that.
Saturday, well, I get home from work late. Cool. Sleep. I'm slumped. Good sleep. Like, you know, I got some good Z's. I popped the melatonin. You know, I really got my sleep. Like, I was in that REM cycle. You know what I'm
I feel
saying?
like that's a myth though.
What do you mean?
Melatonin.
No, it's like it was.
That shit
it,
don't work.
No, it worked for sure. It
No,
worked
that,
for sure.
that shit, I always say it doesn't work. And the second I say it doesn't work,
Nah,
Yeah,
you're
but I feel like I
slumped.
wake up feeling more tired.
that's the problem.
Nah, I wake up
it even
hella
subs-
refreshed.
It says it on the bottom. He probably sleeps long enough. Because if you don't actually do the subscribed, I think 8 hours on
Yeah,
there,
if you do
you'll
like 6
wake up
yeah,
groggy.
yeah,
so
yeah,
you
yeah.
have to sleep
yeah.
for 8 hours. And it's also harder to wake up to your alarms.
Yeah. So I got good sleep. I'm getting, you know, it's nice out. Yo, I'm listening to my music.
You better
Shout out
come
Huncho.
help me.
Yeah, I was about to come help you move. I had Huncho playing, then I switched it to Rilo. I was in my bag, bro. Like I didn't eat breakfast, but like it was cool. Like I was still in a good mood. So I walk out to my car, right? And I was like, all right, I pressed the little unlock button. I usually hear a little like sound knowing that my car is unlocked. I didn't hear nothing. I was like, okay. I open the door and I see the cover of the ignition just like on the floor. So I'm seeing all the little gadgets. And I'm like, maybe it just fell. Like maybe, you know, it was loose or some shit. So I sit down in the driver's seat and I look at the ignition. Man, when I tell you that shit is all damaged and like fucked up. Like, so first thing I do is call Sam because, you know, this human ChatGPT, I never had my car broken into before. So I'm like,
Well, I haven't either.
Sam, does this look like someone played with the ignition? Because the metal was bent. It looked like someone was trying to shove like a screwdriver or something to it. I'm not going to tell y'all what car I have because niggas be feds, but I have a car that might be easily stealable if I had an older model.
It's susceptible to the YNs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And but since I have a newer model, they weren't able to start it with whatever they had. But they damaged the ignition.
This was where was it? Where did it happen again?
Here.
Nigga, here.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, but they weren't able to start it. And I tried to put my key in it. Obviously, it wasn't working. So I called Sam like, yo, does this look like a break-in?
Like, how'd you try to put your key in it if the ignition is
Nah.
you just put it into the big hole?
Yes, 'cause I'm in denial.
Hold on, time out. From my perspective, I get a call, a FaceTime. He's like, bro, I think somebody tried to break into my car. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, this shit's on the floor. And I'm like, okay, did you
Not
bump
try.
in?
They broke in.
Yeah, I was like, nah. At
car.
first, I was like, did you bump into it? He's like, nah. There's like the screws are gone. I was like, did you try to start it? He's like, nah, not yet. And I was like, well, try to put your key in the hole. And then he turned, and then he's like, I don't think I can. I'm like, can you show me the keyhole? He shows me that it's bent back like this, like warped the metal, and it's scratched up like someone was jamming something into it. And he's like, is this supposed to look like that? I'm like, no, it's destroyed.
They probably tried both ways. They probably tried to use some type of screwdriver
Yeah.
to jam it and then turn the ignition.
Yeah.
I
And then
think
they probably
so.
try to hotwire it after.
They tried a bunch of different shit.
But imagine doing all that. And
These
you
niggas
didn't-
were using his car for practice. But they didn't even want to take it.
Imagine they did all that and they didn't even take the car.
Right?
Yeah, like
Imagine they actually got it started. They're like, yeah, bet we can do this.
right, the left ignition.
Nah, but the other thing I asked him, I was like, bro, you didn't hear an alarm or anything? Now it makes sense. First of all, you took the melatonin, so you wouldn't have heard anything. But second of all, maybe they had a way to like
So
disable it. or
yeah,
something.
another thing was that I didn't say. All right, so we got through the ignition part damaged. The passenger side door handle was completely ripped off. I seen it in the grass like behind it. So them niggas were really trying to get.
That's probably why the alarm didn't go off.
I think that's what it
They
was.
probably ripped off the handle and then they were able to get to the lock. and, like,
Yeah, because you know how the handle has the little lock.
from the car's
thing next
perspective,
to it?
like a key actually opened the door.
Exactly.
So maybe the alarm didn't go
So
off.
yeah, they were able to somehow, I guess, disarm the alarm, whatever. And yeah, it was crazy. It was hella inconvenient. These YNs, man, they're getting smarter every day, bro. So I'm gonna have to definitely get some handle locks for my whip.
They couldn't have been
but-
that smart though, because
I was about to
I
say
feel like
that. They
whatever
would've took the whole
YouTube video they watched like step by step, they missed a step. Because how you not start the car? You got into it, so you figured out how to get the key.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How'd you
I
not
guess.
start it?
But it was rough, man. I felt violated, bro. Like I felt like a bitch. Like I really got my shit broken into. Like
No,
They went
you don't
back
need
to
to
their
feel like
boss. I feel
shit
you.
happens. Shit happens to everybody.
wait, what do you say?
He went back to his boss. Had to tell him he failed.
Yeah,
Probably some like big chunky Russian guy.
yeah.
What do you mean you didn't break into the car?
Yeah, man. But
10 years in the corner.
yeah,
Straight to the gulag.
Shit, yeah, bro. That shit was rough, bro. I was
Bring
not
me my
mobile
vodka.
for a while. I had to get a rental. I still driving the rental. I'm waiting for it to get fixed. And then on top of that, I was also moving with Sammy. So, it was a rough week, but we got through it, bro. God did. And you know what's
But what
crazy?
did you
God
learn?
works in mysterious ways. Cause I got my shit broken into. The next couple days, I've been getting some fine ass matches. Tinder, Jebana. It's been like flooding.
Hilarious.
The DM's been lit. Like God gonna do his big one,
Only it
bro.
works
But
like
what did we learn?
To lock my car.
The wheel lock.
Yeah, but they didn't steal it though.
No, I mean they wouldn't even try. If
Oh
the
yeah, if
wheel
they
lock
saw the
is
wheel
on
lock.
there.
Yeah, and it's crazy because I had the wheel lock in the back seat. My dumb
just
ass.
never put it on?
I just didn't put it on.
Mm.
I do put it on, but like, yeah, I did.
I'm not gonna lie. I
shit.
thought wheel lock was like an old thing. I didn't know people still use it.
Niggas still
Yeah,
do it.
'cause,
I
like,
said when we go to DC,
How
I
you gonna
still
steal a car? You can't even
So
steer
it's a
it
separate.
straight.
No,
It's
I
a
get it.
separate key.
I just did. I legit thought that was like
Oh,
a
just
thing
an
of the
old school
past.
thing.
I thought like the
Yeah, 'cause-
technology and all the shit got better to the point where
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
I
didn't
see
Is it,
what
a,
you're
se-
saying.
is it a separate key?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Completely separate key.
Yeah, and it takes a minute to try and like saw that shit
And I mean,
off.
really
Niggas
and
not gonna
truly,
go
it's
through that.
it's made for that. You know what I mean? So nobody's gonna. The car is just made for you to get access to it with a key. This thing is meant to prevent people who do not have a key from getting into it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it costs you $20.
You know what else makes me think that these people were idiots? They didn't steal anything from the car.
Oh yeah,
did
I
you
had
have
hella
anything?
shit in the
Was
car.
there anything valuable in
Yeah.
there?
Nigga, in the trunk, I had the pod equipment.
This shit.
The fuck?
Dummies.
Yo.
Do you know why though? Obviously, yeah, I should have unloaded it, but I put it in there because I knew the next day or the day after we were gonna go to the other crib to film.
Never
so-
again.
I'm wondering how much
Never
they
again.
actually make off stealing these cars.
Right.
Probably sell it for parts
Yeah,
because
they
you can't even sell
easily
the
sell it
car
for
itself.
parts.
Like
Yeah,
the
because
VIN number's tied to him.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of screwed.
Or you,
But
never
hey-
know, you never know what their goal might have been. They might have needed your car to do some other shit.
Yeah,
I
I
will
mean, I
say-
heard there was
You know what I mean?
was some police. They're probably trying to get away.
I
or
will
some
say,
shit, so-
I was talking to my friend at work about this because I was like, yeah, my brother's car was like somebody tried to break in and take it. And he said something happened to his parents where they actually stole the car because like they left the keys in the car. It was kind of like set up perfectly. I mean, like, dang, he basically
Yeah.
gave it to them. But the people took the car, went and did a bunch of shit, like, you know, robbed some people, etc. Did like other things and then brought it back.
Nah, that's lit.
Yeah,
That's
my-
funny.
that's
Like they
like-
just used it to like do stuff. And then they're
They
like, all
brought it
right,
back.
here you go.
It happened to one of my bosses before. They actually took his car, drove all the way down to Bmore, and then just left it.
And then, yeah, they just needed the car.
They just needed the whip.
Yeah.
Like real talk.
That's fair.
They just needed A to B. and then
Anyways,
they took that shit
yeah.
again.
Fuck y'all niggas, bro.
Yeah.
But y'all did. Well, some of y'all went to the Teddy Afro concert, right?
Yep, me and Fanu did.
How
You,
was that?
Fanu. Who else?
Mahi went, my girl.
Your girl.
That's
How
It was y'all three?
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was lit.
How was
bro.
it, bro?
It was lit. He's
So
definitely
he came to DC, just to clarify.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely guy's old. So he's not moving the way that you've seen in those YouTube videos and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I think for a guy who's like probably 60, he did just fine. Like
Yeah.
also a lot smaller than you think he is.
I was gonna
Really?
say I saw
I feel
your
like that's
story.
every artist, right?
Yeah, but like it was
they're
like
always
I
on
already
stage.
knew he was small. But I
5 feet? Hold on, let me look up this.
Hey,
numbers.
that's all right, bro. I mean, there's a
Niggas
theory
as tall as
about.
Haile Selassie.
You know what's
Bro,
crazy
yeah.
though? There's a theory about all the most successful men in all of history have been like under 5'5". Like they're
Napoleon.
all like
shout
short.
out to Short Kings, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
Isn't
Yeah,
that-
he's 5'6".
Didn't Haile Selassie have like underneath his throne like an elevated platform?
I'm pretty sure.
So he looked taller.
Had some phone books under there.
Yeah.
Maybe, man. Maybe
He's him, bro. He was him.
It is
Yeah,
what it is.
Teddy,
So
what does it
the 5'6".
5'6". Yeah, he's shorter than me.
Yeah.
But is it like NBA height where they like give you an extra inch or two?
I think they did because,
Or is it like-
I looked at him and I knew that like
if you stood next to him.
my gumbar is clearing, bro. Like for sure,
Did the songs? Was the concert still lit though?
100%. Like
Yeah.
even
Even
though
at
he's
his
a little
age.
bit older.
especially with the crowd, like
was
they
tough.
started playing Curso and it became a whole mosh pit, bro.
Yeah,
And me and Fanu went in there jumping, bro. And then that song finished. We went upstairs and I went and got the oxygen tank and all that. And then I looked down and he replayed it and the mosh pit started back up. I said no.
Sit this one out.
That was about as much as you're getting. And he played my jams though.
Okay.
Almost every single one. He played
That's what's up.
Fiorina.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
See, I like that when an artist comes out and like, especially someone who's like a legend. I feel like there's some artists who will come out and like not play the bangers. Like they'll maybe they want to push their new thing or their new album or something.
Yeah.
And that's cool, but it's like we don't know those songs.
We not here for that, bro.
Play the stuff
I
that we
almost feel
know.
like
Play your
an
play your
artist-
good shit.
I feel like an artist set list should be like public.
Yeah.
With like people should be aware of what
With a
songs
little
are
feel you, I
thumbs
feel
up,
you, I
thumbs
feel
down
you.
thing next to
Yeah,
it too,
vote.
so that we can no, don't play that joint.
Yeah.
And does anybody find it fishy that he performed during Eritrean Independence Weekend?
Nah.
Oh, I didn't even think
Why would
about
that
it.
be fishy?
Was it on the same day?
Something's a little.
So I'm not really hip to all
It was
the
on
politics.
Saturday, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No, I don't think there's like a full. I don't think he necessarily. I don't
So
know.
are you saying it's a sign of respect or disrespect? From
Yeah,
him?
I was about to say.
I don't know.
Celebrating their Independence Day from us.
Yeah,
Right.
he
I
sings-
get that part, but
He sings a lot of like politically driven music.
Yeah, that might be planned then. That's hate, bro.
it might be playing. But at the same time, it's Memorial Weekend. It's arguably the littest weekend in DC.
In DC, yeah, for sure. So it's like if he were to pick a weekend, it would be that.
Yeah.
Niggas are off Monday. Like he's gonna want to perform on the lit.
I get what you're saying,
But I don't
though.
think.
But that's
other
pretty
things
funny
should
though.
stop or be impacted for one nation of people celebrating their.
Yeah,
independence.
it's
get-
still his tour.
So
I get what you're
are
saying,
we
though.
supposed to
touring.
not do nothing that day? We're not supposed to do shit that day.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's about the music that he makes.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
the
what I'm
music.
talking about. So
Okay.
I'm not
That's what
hip to all
I'm
the
not hip
like
to the music.
potential
His music
is
backstory
very
for all this.
politically driven.
Oh,
Okay.
then that might
like,
that's
I'd
kind
say
of
not
fucked
how
So
up.
it
you're
fit,
saying
but
it
like-
might be intentional
I think that there was like
because he's a little messy.
Yeah, like maybe it's not necessarily him or maybe it's the people.
You're-
I don't know, but I
you're
think
saying
it's like
that-
there's a little backstory to it. Like
Okay.
he's just kind of like I can't.
You're saying if there was like 2 dates where it was like last weekend or next weekend,
yeah,
he was like, let's pick that one.
Yeah, let's pick this
let's pick the one that is that.
Yeah.
Like if he had a choice, I see what you're saying.
yeah, you know.
But
what I mean?
but I do get it. Like, are we just like not
'Cause
gonna
am
perform
I
that
right?
weekend?
Like a lot of his music
You
is
know?
war driven, right? But he did to
It's a
his
big
credit,
venue.
he
I
did
swear,
shout
I think
out
Memorial Weekend is the littest weekend in DC.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I mean, were there any like?
With the line of Judah first, like,
yeah.
I've seen that
But he did
I've-
shout out Eritrea though.
during the
Right
concert.
before Fiorina, he was like,
that's one is their friends. So
Yeah,
they
it
sing
is.
for
So he had to shout.
Oh,
he shouted
okay.
them
So
out.
then, it's not hate or anything. It just happened to be.
Yeah, but just
Were there any Eritreans there?
I think so. I'm sure there was. Did you see any?
Everyone was
I mean, how do you know unless you ask them,
Yeah,
That's
but I
true.
mean, how many Eritreans speak Amharic? A lot.
all of them.
Yeah,
bro? All my Eritrean friends' parents speak Amharic.
yeah. They all know
Yeah,
both
I feel like.
languages.
But when they are together, they speak the Greek language. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Of
feel
course,
like
of
it's
course.
like it might have been. It is fishy, but I
all
feel
I'm
like
saying is fishy.
yeah,
Exactly.
it's fishy. But I think like the fact that were there any Eritrean artists that performed?
No, these
On his
the only
set?
artists
Not
that we
like
have an opener.
openers or anything.
Yeah, it's his set. I'm saying like he would have to
didn't
be
have
the
any
one
openers.
to have
But
them
he didn't
on.
have any openers.
I didn't. I saw a DJ. That's it.
So niggas was just
Yeah, but that's
funny
how
as
it
shit.
was. That's how it usually is.
Yeah,
when we
even-
went to see Dawit,
Yeah,
it
every
was
concert
just
I've been to, has never been somebody.
the
that
Abisha
opens the
concert. It's
show.
just him.
Yeah.
It's
There
just
aren't
the guy.
multiple sets.
Why don't they have openers?
That's such an. I feel like that's an American like thing.
Expectation. Yeah.
In my opinion, I feel like they should give a chance to some.
I like that
Yeah,
idea.
they
But I'm
they
saying,
gotta have
I
openers.
feel like Abisha
No, that's a
concerts, it
great.
doesn't happen.
That's a great idea, and it should be a thing.
It
Yeah.
should
You
be,
should
bro.
give the C-list artists, Adidas
Yeah.
artists.
That's the
some
problem.
type
A lot of
And
a
you
lot
know-
of them have a big ego, bro. They don't want no one to take the shine.
Nah, but
from
you know
them.
where that comes from? A lot of that comes from like you ever go to like a comedy show and they'll have openers.
The
Like they'll
openers
have a
will be better
host
than the-
and openers. But what I'm saying is like that idea of like having other performers before you go and like perform and entertain the crowd basically until you come out.
I think even from
but
a
I'm saying like other,
perspective, it's
but
a
I'm
good
saying like
idea.
other countries don't really
Because
do
the
that.
people already be ready for a vibe. If they see
Yeah.
a couple songs, a couple shows, they'll probably be more
Hey,
lit
but-
by the time you start your
Yeah,
set.
no, I
I
like
will
it.
give him this.
I like
though,
it.
the
Though.
DJ that was on was
Okay, he was
lit.
fire.
Yeah, like you wouldn't even like. I wasn't even thinking about the concert.
What was the age range of the audience?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
It's probably the widest age range ever.
19 to like 60.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's got to be. It's basically
Nah,
everybody.
Teddy Afro's a fucking
I
legend.
wish I could.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why.
bro.
He's a
Yeah.
legend. Like whenever I ended up in the section up top or whatever, I was looking around and I remembered I saw a lady, bro. Like she was old, bro,
Mhm.
and I was just like, "There's no way your eardrums are okay with this." Like,
And her eardrums are gone. She doesn't hear nothing.
Yeah, bro. That's
You know what
funny
though?
as shit.
Okay, if there was like a American equivalent, like
Michael Jackson.
Nigga.
so that's what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
was just about to
so,
say.
but that's what I'm saying. If you went to like if he was alive today and you went to a Michael Jackson concert, I feel like it would be 19 to
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
60.
Everybody.
Like it would just
Everybody.
be everybody.
But it's a little, same comparison. But like with Michael Jackson, it's like every ethnicity possible.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But I
But
just meant
but whenever I say
the
like,
parallel.
he's Ethiopia's
impact.
Michael
The
Jackson,
impact
it's
for
like
sure.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he is.
Okay,
Like,
so
he
at
got
least
that many
he still was able to perform well despite the age.
Yeah,
and
like he
everything.
wasn't moving around. He wasn't really singing the entire song as much,
Mhm.
but I think he knew how to like tone it down so that he doesn't
saved
end up
his voice.
worn out. Yeah,
I saw this clip of the Teddy Afro like just like yelling at some point. He looked real tired and he was like, "Ma!" And then he just show the mic to the crowd.
that was definitely a
Dog. Yo, that shit was funny as hell. Like, nah, that's what's up though. I'm glad y'all had a good time, man.
But yeah.
And shout out Fanu. Happy belated birthday, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Happy
feel me?
birthday.
And in other news, Offset is seeking spousal support from Cardi B in their divorce.
Child support?
Yeah,
No,
essentially.
No, it's
Isn't
not.
it?
No, it's not child support. Spousal support.
So just money.
Spousal support is like we're married. You're just supporting me in general, regardless of kids.
Wait,
But with money.
financially or emotionally?
Financially.
I
It's
think it's
financially.
financially,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
financially.
Yeah.
So this is my thing. It looks like
Did he
the
say-
divorce was initially filed. My bad, Melo. The divorce was initially filed in August of 2024. There weren't any of these like petty kind of back and forths. It was a calm divorce. But lately, since he found out that she'd been with Stephon Diggs, he's been trying to like kind of get back at her and stuff like that with these little things. And yeah, apparently now he filed for spousal support.
It's loser.
Did he come out
it's
with any
loser shit.
statement like trying to justify?
I don't believe so, but it looked like it came after there was a viral video of Stephon Diggs on a yacht.
So you think it's pure pettiness?
With the pink powder.
Yeah, apparently
With
so.
the pink stuff.
There was a
stuff.
viral video of Stephon
Wasn't she
Diggs.
on that boat?
Yeah. So let me say
She
there
was
was a
throwing ass on another
viral
girl.
video of Stephon Diggs, Cardi B, and a bunch of other hoes, right? On the boat. And
I
yo,
seen
they
it.
were throwing it like they were lit. And Stephon Diggs was seen giving Tusi to the girls, like the pink powder shit. It's
Is
a
that,
mix.
Is that confirmed though? People just assume it's alleged, right?
Nigga, that shit
What,
look,
that he was
that
giving it?
looks smack like it.
I
It
mean,
was on video.
He opened a little thing, like a folded paper black thing, and then there was a Ziploc of pink.
So this nigga's not gonna get in trouble.
No.
With who?
How is he
The
gonna get in
league,
trouble?
the league, it's illegal.
The league?
But
I
he's
don't
not
know.
playing.
They interviewed the coach.
It's
Not-
in the off
okay.
season.
Nah, but listen, they interviewed the
No, it
coach and they
doesn't
asked the
matter.
coach about it. They said, clearly you've seen like Stephon, or they didn't say his name, but they were like, some of the players, whatever they're doing in the offseason. And I think the coach was just like, hey, whoever shows up for practice, we're going to coach those
Exactly.
players. So I don't think,
They can't do anything.
I feel
If
like
it
the
was-
league,
If it was during season yet.
no, I think
Doesn't
they
matter.
can, they can
still
do something, but I don't think they will.
Because they drug test.
Yeah, but I don't think they will do anything.
No,
But
they're
they
not
can,
going to.
But they can.
Also,
if they want
remember
to.
how much, how long it takes.
You're doing
for
something illegal on
Coke
camera.
like gets out of your system quick, but just the fact that he has it in his hands on camera is a problem.
And he gives it, and in the video, he gives it to them. He's like giving it to them, like
Yeah,
pretty clearly.
yeah.
I forgot what he
Right.
said, but he's
He
like,
said,
he's like,
"What's
take
my
this."
name?" And
Yeah,
they
and
were
she was like,
Daddy.
Yeah.
He's like,
Bro,
nah,
he's-
it's
bro.
Mac Daddy.
So this is why
He's fucking Stephon Diggs, bro. He's
yeah,
in the
bro.
NFL.
This
Bro.
nigga's him, and it's levels. Offset, you need to understand, bro. Ball players are different from rappers. Like
You know what? Why do you,
Stephon
how do you
Diggs
think
is
those girls got
200
on?
mil, bro.
Yeah, my bad.
What'd you
Like-
say?
You know what I'm saying?
No, I was saying why do you think those girls are on the boat from the first place? How do you think
Exactly.
they got on that
100%.
boat?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I don't think Offset like his beef isn't really with.
The claim came after the video.
No, but I'm saying his beef isn't with Stephon. Like I don't think he's like, he's obviously upset that like his girl is like doing whatever, but his beef is with Cardi at the end of the day.
So I think his beef with Cardi is that one, she's filed a divorce because he cheated, but now she's with Stephon and he cheats like every day. So he's kind of like
No, but
this
here's-
nigga. But they were married with kids. Like that's what Offset like, bro. Like
Yeah, that's
No, but
this nigga
there's
Stephon is just hitting. That's
who
it.
makes more though?
There's a big difference
Stephon.
too
No.
between Cardi
Between
and
Cardi
Oh,
and Offset.
Cardi for
What
sure.
I'm
Cardi.
telling you is that like don't worry about Stephon. The spousal support situation.
Yeah,
Cardi makes way more.
yeah, for sure.
So there you go.
And,
Who's taking care of the
Are y'all
kids?
sure about that?
Cardi.
Yeah, I'm positive.
Why?
Cardi, bro,
Bro,
like
come
we
on.
can
Who do
look up their
Can we
numbers.
look
do
it
you
up right now, bro?
Who do you? I know. I'm just saying. Like, I mean, it might be true, but I feel like
My thing
it's
is
because his career fell off.
yeah, and also Cardi.
I'm not
I
even
think
saying
Cardi's a
that.
part of a bigger like. She has a bunch of other sponsorships. Like Offset don't really be out like that. Like
Yeah, like
but
he's
he was
just
with
making
the
money
Migos.
off
Think
of
about
rap
how many-
only.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Huh?
Yeah, but he was with the Migos. That's the only reason why. To me, he's probably just bad at managing his money. But I'm pretty
But
sure.
they ain't really been releasing shit. Cardi ain't
Yeah,
releasing
yeah.
shit too. But like Cardi is
Cardi's
a single
got a whole other
act.
thing.
Let's look it up
Yeah.
though.
Yeah,
I'm
let me
curious.
see. So
I can look it up too. 26 mil.
Which is more than I thought he was gonna have.
Not me, man. The Migos is one of the most successful rap groups of all
I
time.
don't doubt it.
So
I just meant like him individually though is what I was.
Dum, dum, dum. Damn.
yeah, bro.
Yeah.
100 mil.
She hit some 4X, bro.
2025.
Wait,
All right,
wait,
let's
wait.
look. Let's look at what do you think was the peak of their relationship? 2021
I don't know. I don't know.
You think
them
they'll
that
have
well.
Mm,
level of
nah, I don't think so.
info?
Probably yeah, probably yeah.
Nah,
No,
same
it's just
shit.
gonna show you.
Same.
So
So my opinion, I support Offset trying to get his bread because this happens a lot the other way around.
Were they married?
Do you think
Yeah, they were
you
married.
think his
It's a
argument
divorce.
is she benefited off his likeness to some degree? Like the reason why she got this much money is because of their relationship a little bit.
no,
I don't think so. I think it's.
because
I
she
think it's.
blew
pure-
up like
you think it's-
crazy, and then they were together.
Yeah,
In my opinion, I think Offset actually might need some
you
bread.
think he's struggling?
Yeah,
I
bro.
can see it. Yeah.
With
It could
everything that rappers try and live a certain lifestyle, and like he hasn't been really releasing music like that. Like obviously he's still rich as fuck, but if he wants to stay above a certain lifestyle and take care of the kids too, I mean, I support it, but it is kind of like in a society, like as a man, like you kind of look like a
I don't-
bitch asking for money.
You cheated
still-
twice. The first time you got let off with a warning.
she also cheated though,
When?
and apparently she cheated while she was pregnant.
I did hear that.
Yeah,
wild. That's
so she
wild.
was wilding too, bro.
Oh,
I did
It
hear
goes
that.
both ways.
It's a bad. I think it overall is a bad relationship. But I get
And
what
they
you
have,
mean.
like, 2-3 kids,
in like the
bro.
public eye, I feel like whenever it comes to spousal support or anything, right? It's usually like 99% of the time it's the woman doing it because maybe she's not working or
Right.
like all those things. So it does look weird when he does it.
And the
But
woman
he is
usually
doing it.
has the
It
kids.
does feel like he's doing it to get back at her.
I
It
think
doesn't feel like
literally-
he's doing it because
it's not about the money.
Yeah,
bro.
it feels
Yeah.
like he's doing it as a petty like jab.
But
It's
you
a
know
petty
what?
jab.
I
But
believe.
fuck it, bro.
Whatever, bro.
Like,
Come
Because
on.
you're a multimillionaire at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like,
right?
do you
With
really
all the
need-
connections you have and all the money you have, you can do well for yourself. You don't need to take.
yeah, and
From
it's
her.
it's petty because like the people that really hurt in this situation is the kids. Like at the end of the day, now that they're going through the divorce, like it's not 2-parent household.
Them kids are good, man.
Bro, look.
I don't know, bro.
Look. He's trying to get a bag. Do your thing.
I don't
Whatever.
even think it's a bag.
It is though. It is. She's got 101 million. He's got 26. She got
yeah.
4 times the amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see.
He
Shout out
said-
to Offset.
He said, "Let me get a monthly check."
All right. In other news, Trump pardoned NBA YoungBoy. So I mean, this is good news for me because I've been waiting for new music from NBA YoungBoy, and I think he actually just dropped.
But wait, he never
an
stopped
album.
dropping. This didn't affect his music, right?
Well, like it was for
For shows.
yeah, like he wasn't able to tour. Now he's able to tour, and he wasn't able to get out of Utah.
What was he arrested for?
He served nearly 2 years in
Was it,
prison for
possession
gun
charge?
charges.
Of course.
He was also charged in Utah for possessing a firearm as a felon.
Okay.
So he got 5 years probation. They said the Trump administration did not issue a statement explaining the pardon of NBA YoungBoy.
Well, I mean, what is there to explain? You can't even explain.
Damn. So he
Can't
also
explain
pardoned
it.
16 other people that
No,
day.
he did, bro. He pardoned a lot of people
Where's Tory Lanez locked up at? He needs to pardon that nigga.
in New York, right?
No, I
Or
think
LA.
LA.
Oh, okay, LA.
Yeah. I believe so too. It says what else?
So I'm not gonna lie. I don't think NBA YoungBoy is gonna. I think his prime is gone.
No,
Yeah, I
you're
think
bugging.
so.
You're bugging. You're bugging.
I think so.
I could be wrong.
You're
This
bugging,
is just
bro.
my.
This
my
nigga's
guess.
only 24, 25. He's my age, bro.
Yeah, but
It's not about the age.
he's not the same person. This dude looks
Or
like
he's
he's
25, I
gone
think.
off drugs. Have you seen him recently?
Yeah, but he's still like. That's fair. That's fair. And they do got to help him with that. And it seems like he just got a bunch of yes men around. It's the same shit with Kodak. Like,
I think Kodak's done too. Bro.
yeah, but I think NBA YoungBoy, in my opinion, is more talented than Kodak. So I think he still has, bro. This man releases a lot of music, bro.
Yeah.
Like he's consistent.
That's not always a good thing.
But that's not what's gonna
I
make
don't know.
you
Peak
successful.
for peak, I might take Kodak on.
I
that
think
one.
I'd take Kodak.
Oh
for
wow,
peak.
y'all are wild.
No, I mean as a full body of work, I think I'm taking YoungBoy. But like peak for peak,
You talking about?
I don't
peak?
know. Even just talent.
Kodak was all
Kodak doesn't
over,
use
bro.
too much auto tune and too much effects and all this other shit.
True.
He doesn't have to talk about. Like he could talk about other shit. and
He's
the shit still
underrated.
hits. Yeah.
I
Wait.
feel like he's underrated.
Peak
The way he
meaning what?
flows,
Peak meaning like
His peak, like his bet, like the best year he ever had.
Yeah,
Oh, nah,
not
I'm
necessarily
sorry, y'all
Billboard,
are
not
sadly
necessarily like
mistaken.
numbers. When I say peak, just like
Okay,
I
so
think
not
peak,
no numbers.
peak.
Nah, because if you
quality
go
of
off
his
of
music.
numbers, it's
let
not.
me put it
if
this
you go
way
off
to
of
you.
numbers, this nigga triple laps him.
No, I'm saying I'm not going off numbers. I'm talking about the peak quality of their
Just
music.
the quality of the music.
When they were dropping their best music.
Yeah.
Nah,
like
I
me
would have to
personally,
disagree.
like if I put a collective top 10 of the two artists, I do think numbers 1 through like 3 would go to YoungBoy, but I do think that the majority of the 10 would be beaten with Kodak.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
I have
the
to
3
disagree.
best
I gotta
YoungBoy
pick
songs that
Kodak
I know, I'm
personally.
taking over any Kodak song, but I do think that
Yeah, I
in
hear what you're saying.
quantities, I'm taking
Yeah.
Kodak.
And Kodak at his peak, he was like 16, 17. Like that dude was like wild.
You ever seen that picture of him next to a middle schooler? They're like
Nah.
the same height.
Yeah.
It was like she was in like 5th grade, bro, and she's like this big, and he's like right next to her.
Yeah.
Like, they're the same height, but that shit geeked me.
What do y'all think about Trump pardoning some of these? There was another celebrity he pardoned.
I'm
right?
happy for, just to clear the air, I'm happy for an NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
want to sound like a hater, but I don't know. I really feel like he's not gonna be the same NBA YoungBoy that
Nah.
we knew
Yeah.
before.
I think people are expecting a comeback or something like that, but
I think it's doable. I think
I
he's
want him
still
to.
young
I
as
hope
fuck.
so.
He's still young
Anything
as
is
fuck.
doable, but
yeah, I hope so. But
It's unlikely.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Do you think he's gonna pardon anyone else? What is the reason? Like a presidential pardon, like do you have to like pay for that? Like how the fuck does that
it's
work?
not a
Fuck
praise.
no.
It's just a right.
It's
dude.
Part of your power.
So
He's
how did he
probably got
find out
support.
that who told him to free NBA YoungBoy?
just one
I
of his
promise
like
you,
interns.
he's just got
bro.
a young boy supporting him, bro. Like that's all it is.
yeah.
It's just like one of his interns or his PR agent. Like usually presidents will wait till the end of their term so that it won't impact like the rest of their presidency. So like Biden did that, Obama, Trump did that the last time. Like that's usually what happens. They wait
Oh,
until
true,
the last
yeah,
few
yeah.
months and then they'll just do a spree of pardons, right? But
He's did it in the middle.
yeah, but it's like whatever, you know.
I think
feel
it's all for
I
show.
feel like it's not even really a story. It's just like okay,
Yeah, shout out young
it's like
boy.
whatever.
Lauren London mentioned in the Diddy trial.
Insane.
Man, this shit broke my heart.
God damn!
Insane.
Come on, Lauren.
Yo,
Not
they
you,
showed
Lauren.
that
Come
clip
on,
of
man.
T.I. snapping the chain from her. That shit was so funny. Yo.
Oh my God.
So,
I'm so disappointed, bro. This was like one of my first crushes. Yeah. Come on, bro. This is a professional broadcast.
I thought it was on
bro.
vibrate. My bad.
Nah, that shit hurt. That my heart sank when I read that shit about Lauren London, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, that now that
So wait,
she's been named.
what was
in
her
it,
involvement? Because I didn't really understand what
she
I read.
was
I didn't get a
apparently she had set up some of the freak offs.
She was fucking with Diddy during Nip
chance. So
and
she was
after Nip.
involved.
And
Yeah.
after.
And after too.
Yeah, she was
So she
involved.
was
So she was cheating on Nipsey Hussle.
Damn, Nip. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel bad for Nip's friends and family that got to hear this disrespectful shit.
Especially, yeah,
Because she
bro.
did a photo shoot after he passed away with Puma, with him and all his homies, to kind of like show like she's going to carry the torch.
Yeah.
It's like, man, fuck you, man.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and it makes
It's a
you
lot of
think
weird-
like
All that shit
how
is for
many,
show. Like,
how
she tried to
many,
look-
yeah, how many other celebrities you think like haven't even been named yet?
lot.
Well, let me ask this too though. Like, how credible is the information given saying that Lauren London was there?
There was
came out in
text
trial, bro.
messages. There was text messages. Like it's
Oh.
actually in evidence.
It came out in trial.
Yeah.
This is just me asking the question, not like
Yeah.
creating some doubt.
No. Like this was like
I mean, and this is what from what we've heard at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Apparently,
trial.
it came
on
out
the
in trial.
Yeah, in trial.
Yeah.
Like
And, you know,
Crazy.
penalty of perjury, right? The chances
Yeah.
of somebody bullshitting in court. I didn't even know about the text messages.
yeah,
But that makes it even more official. But it's like,
it's rough, bro. It's
It
like
sucks, yeah. This is just why I don't remember. I think my dad told me this, but it's just like you just can't have any heroes, man. Because like
can't.
if
You
you
can't.
pick a human being to be like to look up to and all those kinds of things, like sure they may do like one or two things really really great, but they're gonna disappoint you in
Yeah,
some way,
yeah,
in
yeah,
some
for
fashion, or like they're human.
yeah.
They're gonna make mistakes. So like you just can't idolize people. It's like
Nah, I think
Damn,
we just
yo.
need to learn to respect people for the reasons why we respect them. Like to keep it in that box,
In
right?
that
keep it in there.
box.
Yeah,
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 you're
yeah.
right.
yeah,
if you
for
like
sure.
somebody for their art,
that's it.
Keep it
then
there.
just keep it there, and
That's
you can
it.
still like their art. Doesn't mean you like. You know how they say people are like an onion. There's so many layers to us. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? A lot of the geniuses did some fucking crazy shit.
Yeah.
This country was built off fucking crazy people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
madmen, sick people. So it's
For
like,
sure. Yeah, I mean, I guess like you're right. At the end of the day, if you pull anyone's like receipts of their entire life, there's gonna be something you're gonna find. You're gonna be like, "Yo, what the hell is
Yeah.
wrong?" with-" Like,
Yeah,
you know,
bro.
there's something's gonna piss you off. So
It's
you
just
just can't idolize people like that.
It's weird because like you want to obviously this nigga like Diddy was a monster and you're trying to like I'm trying to just keep that in mind, but like all this shit coming out about like people originally they were calling him a monster, but then finding out that they were involved is fucking weird, bro.
Wait, did she say that about him or no? Was she one of those people, or I don't know?
I think she was probably quiet.
I don't
That's
think she-
another thing
she
though.
hasn't made any statements.
Yeah,
The
I-
till this day,
silence
right?
is loud as fuck. A lot of these celebrities aren't saying shit, especially like Jay-Z. All
I
them
would
niggas,
actually
bro.
strongly suggest keeping your mouth shut.
Yeah,
Right.
keep your mouth shut because if you're not
Unless you're
involved
called to
or
court,
Yeah.
shut the
Right.
fuck up.
If
Yeah,
you're not
yeah.
in court, there's no reason to speak.
Who are y'all predicting
Bro,
is the
if
next
Nip-
celebrity?
The next big one?
Yeah.
Oh,
LeBron
I'm
James.
still on like
Wait, who?
LeBron James.
Oh,
that would
dude.
be crazy.
Nah,
I heard a
please,
fake
God,
audio.
please,
I heard a
please.
fake audio.
fake audio.
Well, apparently it's fake. At the end of the day, who the fuck is gonna confirm it, right?
Yeah.
But it's like him and Diddy fucking. That shit was sounded
Please,
crazy.
God.
It's like the same. It's like the same
Not
one
LeBron.
of him and Meek that was going around.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
I heard that shit was real.
The Meek
This the
thing.
thing. It's like who knows.
Yeah, bro.
But did y'all hear?
I have this feeling
This is
that Hope
disgusting.
and Beyonce have something going on too.
Yeah, for sure. I heard too much stuff about them.
Yeah. What were you saying, Miller?
This is disgusting, but it's related to this topic.
Yeah.
But did you hear about the mac and cheese that Diddy's mom used to make them eat?
No,
What was it with the mac and cheese?
I don't even want to talk about it. Let me see if I can find somebody talking about it.
That's
That
crazy.
It
Nah, I've been
already
hearing-
sounds dark as
yeah.
fuck.
Nah, I've been hearing a lot of like crazy stories. just out
Nah,
of
apparently
all
this nigga Diddy had a fucked up childhood though.
His dad was in the mob too, apparently.
Oh, for real?
Was like big time in the mafia
What
or mob. Or
in the
was,
mafia?
Or was connected.
Oh, I was about
That's
to say.
how
I
he
thought
got-
they were Italian.
Yeah, he's not a nigga that just, he's had connections through his family.
Yeah.
I don't know all the details.
Where did he
but
grow up? New York.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
And he went to. Didn't he go to Howard?
yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, he went to Howard.
Dang.
Yeah. And
did he give a
apparently-
commencement speech?
when he was older.
They
When he
gotta
was
delete
older,
that. They
yeah.
gotta delete that.
Nah, apparently, like this nigga was wild at college too. Like,
I believe it.
I guess
Bro, you don't
no
just-
one
you
saw
don't-
the signs
you-
though. I
you-
don't understand.
You don't just start freak offs in your
Oh
adulthood.
nah.
Girl, you ain't saying me for a minute. You had me for a minute. I thought you were dead ass motherfucker. Serious. I had to go go look this shit up before I realized it was fake news.
Oh, it's fake?
It's not real.
She
Well,
said it was
but
fake.
a lot of this stuff, man, I don't know. The whole like, yeah, you had a messed up childhood, etc. But I feel like you just can't make excuses for people.
Wait, what?
Janice had this jar of Diddy's nut in the fridge and would take it out and drizzle it over macaroni as if it was cheese. Then baked it and made us eat it with tap water. Cassie reportedly claims that Diddy's mother.
Oh, Cassie said that.
Yeah, but
She said it on trial, or
now
just
people
like,
are thinking
Nah,
that
people are
his
like-
mom was doing weird shit to him since he
Yeah.
was a kid.
Since he was a kid.
After hearing that story,
Bro,
Maybe,
this
yeah.
shit is
I mean,
crazy.
I
It's
guess
like
it could be fake news, but
every week there's something crazy
It's
that
everywhere.
comes out.
how
bro.
much longer is this trial going on? Do we know?
Dude, it's not over. It's not even close.
No, I know it's not over.
Probably
but
another month.
another month.
Yeah.
the
But
funny
I feel
thing
like the
is,
Johnny Depp one didn't go on that long.
Yeah, nigga, that was him and one other person. This is like a bunch of billionaires and millionaires.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, they're hitting him with a freako.
Yeah,
Frico,
Frico, bro.
bro.
That was just domestic violence.
nah. But they said a lot of weird shit about him. He liked to watch this stuff go on with Cassie. Like he would, you know.
Oh, yeah.
They were doing a lot of R. Kelly type stuff. in
My
there.
thing is, I just,
like-
it's going to be hard to get him on the sex trafficking part unless the escorts are like really saying that they were because it seems like everybody that was involved were willing participants. Not everyone, but most people that have testified so far.
But sex trafficking.
You could do
doesn't have
sex
to
trafficking, yeah,
you
everybody
can be
still could be
willing
willing.
and it
Oh,
still be sex
oh,
trafficking.
okay.
It
I
just
didn't-
means like I paid like
That's
some
still
girl
illegal.
to come from like Oregon over here.
So that's illegal.
Yes, yeah,
Wait, niggas do that all the time.
yeah, but it's illegal.
yeah,
Like to pay for the
if
act
it's
of
known,
sex.
if it's communicated
You know
that
what
you
I'm
are
saying?
coming over here for sex,
Yes.
and I'm paying,
like that's why
I'm
you're paying.
sponsoring it in any type of way.
So that's
they
illegal.
can get you.
That's illegal. Well, prostitution in general is illegal, but
Right.
on top of that, sex trafficking is like from state lines.
Do you guys feel that prostitution should be illegal?
Should be illegal. Yeah,
Yeah,
because if it wasn't,
Yeah.
I feel like
because it gets
Society
abused,
be-
man. Like
you know,
then you start
yeah,
getting
true,
like
true.
you start getting
this is the
Yeah,
thing.
stuff
People are
going
gonna
on.
do it regardless.
yeah.
Yeah, I was just
So-
about to say like, wait, okay, it's illegal, but there's hella people that do that.
People will
other
still
than
do
Diddy.
it. Yeah, people will still do it. And like the thing is, cops and like FBI, whatever, they're not like really looking for these things. What they're looking for is like when you have to deal with like minors and stuff like that,
Right.
sex trafficking.
Right.
Like
Right.
that's what they're looking into,
And the
not the petty shit. That
and
just
especially
happens.
if they bring them from other countries and shit.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the traffic. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
even more.
Nigga, that's even worse. Probably.
Yeah,
even
bro.
worse, so.
This nigga's cooked, bro.
Yeah, this, you know.
Freak ass.
I don't know.
boy.
I don't know.
I think he's cooked for at least 5 years. At least. That's my prediction.
Well, if they get him for trafficking, it's gonna be more than that.
Oh yeah.
I don't think they're getting
Yeah.
him for trafficking. But all
Yeah.
the other shit.
Yo, you ever hear like they were talking about how much Plan B he had in the house?
God.
They said he had boxes and boxes and boxes, and when
Oh
he would
my
have the parties, they
God.
would just be available for people to just like, bro,
Can I say who I think the next celebrity is going to be named?
Cameron Diaz.
Wait, what?
I don't know.
That's your thought?
No, I just said a name.
I think Kevin Hart.
Who knows?
I think that nigga's a freak ass nigga.
Why?
On the low. I don't know. I just feel like it.
I feel like anybody that gets revealed are like people that
You wouldn't
the
expect.
higher ups agreed to like, all right, we're gonna throw these people under the bus.
Oh, they're sacrifices.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like people already know Diddy's fucked around with some like celebrities, but I don't think any A-list, we're not gonna hear nothing about no A-list celebrities or politicians or anything like that.
I think
Because
so.
they got too much connections and money to like,
If there
nah.
is, I think it will be only one.
We're just gonna keep hearing about Lauren London's and
Yeah, the
People on that
C-list,
level.
C-list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
true.
Mm.
they're gonna throw all them in the trash.
Damn, please, LeBron, no, please, God,
Nah, that's too big.
please,
LeBron?
LeBron,
I just
no.
can't see it.
Big
Please,
Uh,
God.
I actually, you know why? I actually can't see it because I put LeBron as far as like his personality, like outside of basketball, almost not all the way, but kind of like a Russell Wilson, where he's just kind of like,
Yeah.
the family man.
yeah, just like he's just kind of like.
But it's the
whatever,
one
know?
you always
Like, you're
least
not wilding
expect.
out. Huh?
It's always one you least expect.
Yeah,
bro.
but like,
Yeah.
see, I would expect to see. Okay, not that she's actually on there, but like, if you said like Sierra, you know, she's in that like that celebrity crowd. But if you said Russell Wilson, I'd be like,
and the hard thing is, the tough thing, they've all been to Diddy parties,
probably.
so you can't leave any celebrity off the table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but LeBron is a little different than Russell Wilson to me because Russell Wilson's never arguably been the greatest of all time in
Oh, for
anything.
sure,
in
for sure.
anything.
The
That's why I said
influence.
outside of the sport, the way that they operate like day to day.
But for LeBron to be considered the GOAT from day one and be in the public eye for 20 years, and you haven't heard shit about him, it's a little fishy to me.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
I feel the same way about Oprah.
And he's been, and in my opinion, I hear what you say about everyone should be silent, but the silence is also like a little loud. Like,
Hey, look,
for no one to say nothing,
go to court.
huh?
Yeah.
I'd rather be worried about worried about court than the public.
But it's like, if I was a celebrity, I would at least put up a story like, "Yo, this is crazy. This man needs to be in jail."
No, until there's a legit accusation, not just like some
Nigga.
jack off in his basement on Twitter.
The video
What video?
of him and Cassie. After that, there was
Of
barely
who and Cassie?
Diddy and Cassie when he was beating her ass. Basically.
Yeah, I know. That's one thing. He's actually been accused. He's in court. I'm talking about if you're any other celebrity and you aren't actually on the stand being accused, there's no reason
Oh,
for
I'm
you
not
to say
no.
anything.
My bad. What I'm saying is, some of them should have at least said something about that video. For them to be completely quiet, Jay-Z, Beyonce, any of these other A-list celebrities, they were quiet when the video came out.
So, but are you naming just like
People that are associated with him.
associated or people who have been to these parties?
I'll say both.
Okay.
You good, Bella?
Yeah, some gymnastics.
You good?
And
Nah,
nigga was
you're good.
moving around like a
Yeah,
Grok
yeah.
on Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah. Dude, you know what blows my mind that people haven't seen that movie?
That's one of the greatest animated films of all time.
I'm like,
Emperor's
when,
New Groove,
yeah.
yeah.
When I ask people if they've seen that movie and they're like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like,
I remember we had that
Squeak,
DVD.
squeak, squeak,
we had that
squeaker.
DVD. Remember?
Squeak is weird.
"Not a DVD. I thought it was a cassette.
Oh, was it cassette?
Was it or what do you call it? VCR.
VCR.
Yeah,
VCR,
yeah.
yeah.
That's whatever. That's
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
Yeah, Emperor's
I
New
watched it
Groove
like
is-
20 times.
But I watched it again. I might watch that tonight.
That shit was funny as
It's
shit.
That
so
shit
good.
geeks me
Pull the
out
lever,
every
Gronk.
time.
Gronk. Roll lever.
Y'all are stupid.
Squeak squeakers. Squeak. Squeakity.
That's so good,
No, the whole like river full of gators.
dude.
And the little squirrel's got the balloon. And no.
It's so good.
All right, so Dawit, you had this topic, wildest unhinged thing a coach has ever said to you.
Yeah, man. Like, I know we've all played some type of sport in high school. And if you could pause this and pull up the comments on it. I was reading through these comments and it was so like, it resonated with me so tough, bro.
The music is so evil.
The music is so funny.
What is
You
this?
can read
I
it,
gotta
Mello.
look. I gotta look.
Wait,
this
yeah,
up.
I don't even know what
Nah,
that
scroll
is.
back up.
Wait,
I
but what
will.
is
Oh,
this?
is that the comments?
Yeah, but what is that condition?
Yeah, I just want to read it real quick.
Bro, if you ever Google again,
I did that.
I'm so upset right now.
Oh, one of my nystagmus. Oh, this one was.
Wait,
this one,
what
his
is that
eyes,
condition?
Like, his eye twitches, like it does the. You know what I'm talking about? Where like the like kind of vibrates. He said, one of my
I've never heard of this.
uncontrollable movements of the eyes. So
Oh,
go
like a
back to the
twitch?
comments real quick.
wait. So
I'll
can he
read it
still-
off to
Can he
you.
see normally?
He said one of my friends has some nystagmus, and coach was like, "What are you looking at?" and made us all do bear crawls.
That's fucked up.
Oh my god. After I fumbled a kick return, coach said, "If I had 11 of you, maybe we could qualify for Special Olympics."
Wow.
Damn.
Coach told our water boy who wore a sleeveless shirt to practice, "Go put some fucking sleeves on. I see bigger arms on the cock."
Oh my god. Some of these were so funny.
Waste of black
I
is
heard my
crazy.
defensive coach call someone a waste of
Wait,
black.
what?
bro.
Yo, okay. One thing I gotta say: football. If you play football, specifically football, the amount of like raw, just like comments that come out of people's mouths, it's everything. It's like it's racial, it's
Bro, it
sexist,
could be
it's everything.
anything.
Yeah.
Like it's
Hold on, this one's one of my
insane.
favorites. Though. Also, we had one guy struggling bad in O-line individuals, and this 70-plus-year-old, 5-foot tall old man grabs him by his face mask and says, "Son, do you know why you're second string? Because we don't have a fucking
Bruh.
because we don't have a third string is nuts. That shit had me dying, yo. Oh my god." Coach told a safety on scout team that he couldn't cover his twin size bed with a king size sheet. Nah, some of these are funny. Yo.
Nah, these are crazy.
It's not your fault. It's my fault for putting you in that situation. Don't worry, it won't happen again.
Yo,
That sounds like
that's
some
sad.
shit to say.
That's sad, actually.
Pure hate.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that is actually sad. Yo. Dang, Coach told a guy who couldn't catch, I seen better hands on a snake.
I don't even know how they come up with these, man.
If you think about it, they're all like
Oh no, this
dads.
one's messed up.
my God.
Not me, but a coach screamed, "Are you blind too?" At my deaf teammate. Ironically, he didn't hear it.
God damn.
God damn, this
I'm
motherfucker
telling you,
behind
bro,
too.
these are bad, bro.
So bad, yo. One of the funniest ones that I had. Oh my god! Like one of my teammates, like we were at practice and it was one of those tackling drills, and this dude got lit up, and he was supposed to be the one like tackling, like you know what I mean. Coach went over and walked over to him. He was like, "Son, I have cottage cheese in my fridge harder than you." Just walked off. I was like, "Yo, what?"
They
What
be
the heck?
hating, bro.
See, I feel like my coaches never said anything crazy, but they had
Hold on,
sayings.
scroll up one. Hold on, slow down.
This one, right?
If your brain was in a bird, it'd fly backwards.
What the hell?
If your brain was in a bird, it would fly backwards. It's
So
nuts.
clever with the fucking.
Nah,
disrespect.
speaking of the racial ones, the craziest one I heard.
Wait, pause
one
it,
of our,
pause it, Mello. Pause the music.
I feel like the music is nice ambiance.
Yeah.
It is.
It's kind of haunting. a little
I
bit.
like
Yeah, because
it.
we're talking about these dark stories, bro.
The one that really blew me, y'all got to hear. Like we were in study hall, so like we always had practice before school, a whole full blocked off period of school for practice and lifting and film study, whatever it is, right? And then after school practice. So during the study hall, which is in that period of school,
Right.
we were all in there, and one of our varsity players, I was a sophomore, I think, and he was one of our track stars too, sitting all the way in the back of the study hall. And I guess he let out a laugh. So obviously he was over there like, you know, kikiing with somebody. Coach done leaned over. He was like, Colonel Sanders. His last name was actually Sanders, by the way. And he called him Colonel Sanders. He was like, Colonel Sanders, you can come sit up front. Those days are over.
Oh my god.
I was like,
damn. Honestly, though, I'm not surprised. You were in Texas.
I was in Texas
So-
whooping, bro. Like,
I'm just thinking how many niggas in Texas got CTE don't know it.
Shit,
sometimes I
niggas-
forget
yeah.
things that just happened, and I'm like,
Yeah, I definitely have hella CTE moments, bro.
bro. Nah,
But at least I only played up until I was 14.
Did y'all coaches ever say anything to y'all
Well,
crazy?
so yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like my coaches had sayings. They didn't necessarily have like that where they're just like berating you, but our defensive coach would always have this thing where basically if any of the linemen like whiffed on a tackle or something like that, or especially if it was like up the like running back right up the A gap and like you just whiffed and now he's running for like 70 yards, he'd just be like, I'm gonna get you a diaper because you keep shitting the bed.
you know
Oh my
what's one of the
God.
funniest things that the players, one of my teammates used to do? It's so messed up. It's during the warm-ups before the game. You know how like we're just running like short like stop routes and out routes real quick just to warm up, right? So like they would wait till somebody who was sorry go up there, right? And he's like, watch, it's his highlight tape. And then like the second he goes out there, they start like making like rock music with their mouth. They're like, and then the dude go out there and drop the ball.
Oh
my, that's fucked
That's
up.
so See, this is what I forget about. Like when we were kids in high school, I feel like we didn't realize that our coaches were just 40-year-old men that also had day jobs and were just coming to school to coach kids.
Like
Let-
some young
let off
coaches
steam.
too. There was some like 28 or like
yeah,
34.
right.
35.
But they like imagine they had a rough day, like,
Right,
and they come in and now you just drop the easiest pass of all time,
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
you fucking suck.
Yeah, that's got to be frustrating. Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, but we had some weird coaches too. I'm not gonna lie. Like I remember one time in the locker room, the stalls and the toilets, everything is right by the normal locker
Yeah.
room. And if a bunch of guys were like by the urinals and like there's a line it's like there's never a line for the bathroom, but
Yeah.
if there was, the coach's office was right by the bathroom. He'd walk by and be like, "Remember, guys, if you shake it more than twice, you're playing with it." Hey yo,
That's fucking
crazy. Hey yo.
Hell no. Can't think of anything a coach said that's crazy,
bro.
to me.
I feel like they say the most out of pocket stuff. Also, because you're in high school, and I feel like they're like, it's all boys. Like nobody's gonna, you know. You just
here's
had wild
another-
shit.
Dog, what is it with them in public shaming? Because I remembered this was our progress reports that came out. And one of the players came up to the coach. And when I tell you, bro, like he was one of those coaches that has always had the bended cap hat and his shades on.
Okay.
he
Chewing gum.
looked at,
Always chewing gum.
always. Same one. He said, he took off his shades. He said, "Son, this is a running back number." It's like,
What?
yo. Talking about his grades. I was like, that's
Damn.
nuts. And he said it to where everybody can hear it too.
They love that. I don't know what it is about the public
The
shaming.
public shaming thing that they did.
Nah, they love
Builds
that.
character though.
I guess it does build
It definitely
character.
builds character.
Because we had stuff where like if a O lineman had a false start or something
Yeah.
like that, they would have to buy donuts for the whole team.
and they couldn't eat it.
Damn.
No, they couldn't have any. Yeah. Just donuts for the whole. And we're in high school. It's like we don't have jobs.
Yeah.
Or most of us didn't have jobs. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, you just got to buy donuts for everybody during film.
What high school
Man.
did you graduate from again?
Westfield High School.
They were decent in football, right?
We were good as hell.
You were good, right?
We won
Yeah.
state champs like damn near
They
every
won
year.
states every other year, bro.
What was y'all's
My school was
What was your
shit.
worst punishment?
Our worst punishment. The thing is, during August, we were already doing 2 days, so it was already bad. So, like, the only thing we would have to do is run more at the end of practice. Like, let's say, because at the end of every practice, we would do sprints back and forth, right? And we can blur it out, but back in the day, they would call it right? So, like, you just run back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And if somebody jumped, because what they would do is they would do a call, like either red, blue, or white. So it's like hut or hut or hut.
Yeah.
So they would pick one each
I
time.
hated that
They
shit.
would pick one each time. And if you jumped, we would all have to run more.
And then
Yeah.
you know there's always those one or two guys that never make it
Bro.
in time.
Yes. And then you're just like, bro, come on. And then people would get pissed at you and be like, yo, just wait. Like they would be like, don't go.
That's just funny as fuck.
They'd be so pissed.
But if you think about it, it's so hard. Like you're already fucking tired, and like the coach is fucking with you by doing the count. Like
Yeah.
he's trying to get you to jump off sides.
Bro, and then imagine like these practices.
that shit was torture.
So my high school was probably about like 15, maybe 10-minute car ride away. Like it wasn't that far. It was pretty close. We would take a bus, whatever. But during 2 days, like my parents were at work. So I had no way to get to practice. So I would bike to school to go to football practice and then do a 2-a-day. So by the end of the day, bro, my legs are like noodles. Like I'm shaking. Like I can't. And then I got to bike home. I was gassed.
2 days is nuts.
Yeah.
In August.
yeah, I played
can see
linebacker, O line,
Yeah.
tight end.
That's
I played
because
a lot of different
Yoni
positions.
was a giant as a kid.
Yeah, I did. I had a growth spurt early.
Yoni's
so
the
it was
same
like,
size as he was when he was 12.
Yeah,
for
they
no
really
reason.
didn't know where to put me. It sucked going to a school, like to go into high school where your football team sucks. Like it's just nothing to have fun on. On Fridays, like you're not going to the game. So,
But at the same time, our school didn't really give a fuck about football.
okay, that's
It was a
was
hooping
lit.
school.
Yeah, if anything, it was a hooping school. Yeah.
But even other than sports, it was lit in general.
You know what was good? Our band, our cross country, we were that type of school.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Our school was so diverse too. Like I feel like that kind of fucked it up as well.
Yeah.
Majority of the kids who played high school, like majority of the people on the football team, never played football until high school.
Oh shit, yeah.
Some of them might have just
Yeah,
came from
that's why.
to the U.S. a year ago.
Yeah, and the coaches are just walking around in between the like passing periods, and it was like, "You're big,
Hector,
You're on
get
the
over
team."
here.
Exactly. Yeah.
There was a proposal at Decades in DC.
I don't believe this. Is this
Pull it-
real?
There's a
Where
clip.
is this?
This is actually happening?
There's a clip that actually
bro,
happened.
if this
wedding
is real,
proposal?
bro.
A wedding proposal,
Like to get
It's
married.
right there. You're already on it.
A marriage.
It's on the docs.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, it's the third
And
one.
for the audience, Decades is a
Nightclub.
nightclub in DC.
This is in a section. And they
was
had a
on
whole
one.
glowing sign that says, "Will you marry me?"
Nah. And she said yes? Or we couldn't hear her.
Hey
say
man,
yes.
No fucking way.
whatever makes you happy, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, like
If that floats your boat, by all means.
Wait, so you saw how many times people shared that? I feel like all of those shares, or at least 99% of those shares, was women sending it to their boyfriend saying, "Never do this."
Oh yeah,
I feel like
Oh, yeah.
they were like, "Yo, look at this. Please don't ever do this."
that is like I actually think that while I'm down there, I would get the bottle broken on my head.
14K shares. This video is crazy.
that's such low. Like that's such low effort.
I mean, it was probably a lot of bread for the table, but
Yeah,
if he
but
split it with the
nigga.
homies, that's crazy. 'Cause
Nigga,
now
but you're just saying.
are so cheap.
Yeah, bro.
Bro, can you imagine
Yo.
hunting down your boys for for a portion of your proposal?
Will you marry me? And then hookah smoke just smacks you in the face.
Bro, and what about the photos? Like, I feel like girls like that, where they get the...
Right.
Yeah, there's some girl over here blowing the bubble gun.
The only argument I can make for that approach is he's probably like, she would never expect me to do this. She would never expect this right now.
Yeah, this
so
is a
if the
surprise.
goal was to surprise her, I guess.
And I imagine
maybe
look,
Yeah, he
if she
succeeded.
said yes,
He succeeded.
at the end of the day, she said yes.
Yeah.
Like, so if she said yes, then
Yeah.
he probably knew she'd be cool with it.
Maybe
At
they
the
both
minimum.
work in the nightlife. Maybe.
What if he met her at that club?
Yeah,
That's the other
yeah.
thing.
That there's other
That
Then
might
sense.
be-
maybe, yeah, it might be.
If there's a sentimental value.
Sentimental, yeah.
Yeah. At the minimum, though, like just from...
Just
I
the
feel like-
principle of it.
Yeah, well, yeah. I feel like at the minimum, they're going to have to take like engagement photos somewhere. Because like she's going to be tripping. Like at the end of it, let's be real. Like,
Yeah.
we like,
Yeah.
she's going to be like, we need some pictures. It can't be at... We're not going to show our kids this.
Yeah.
Like,
But
we're
I'd
just-
imagine the next day, like you can get dressed up,
Yeah,
do your
and go
thing or
do it
whatever.
somewhere
Like,
else.
so it's doable. I mean, I still think it's crazy,
crazy.
for this to happen.
Ghetto.
And I'm
Hey,
very ghetto.
Ghetto.
Might not be their
Ghetto.
vibe though.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like whatever floats your boat.
yeah.
But like I value my life, so I would not try that.
Ghetto.
Yeah. Maybe they work in the nightlife too. Maybe.
Yeah, but like now you just proposed at work.
For real.
Hey, I mean, there's been niggas
That's
that
even
propose at
worse.
McDonald's. That
That's
shit's
even worse.
romantic, bro.
Bro, I've never seen anybody propose at McDonald's.
I'd be damned if I heard the like deep fryer beep go off like in the
Right.
middle of my proposal.
Yeah.
So if you're a club owner, you gonna give them a free bottle after that? Or they still paying?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because it's
Yeah.
free promo.
Bottle of
Right.
champagne. Here you go.
Yeah.
Right.
And this video already got
Nah,
20,000 likes, so
But
Why
nah,
give
not
them the
even
hard
likes,
liquor? They
bro.
need some. They're gonna end up
14,000
popping
shares.
champagne anyway.
Yeah.
Save your money and give them the bottle of champagne.
Wait, what do the
Everybody's happy.
comments say? Can some? I want to see.
Yeah. You're right.
What are these people talking about? Because
Good idea. In decades,
In decades, DuPont.
he said dinner rehearsals gonna be at Ooze and Oz.
oh man.
Yeah, that's funny as heck.
Nah, keep going, keep going.
God forbid.
When the wine is so sweet, you want to marry her.
You
on
know what's
the
hilarious?
spot.
How we all try to look at it from like a nice perspective. We try to justify like, maybe there was a
The
reason.
comments.
The comments
Everybody in here
nah,
like,
nigga.
hell no.
But look who's commenting. It's Shorty's like, that's what I'm saying.
But you know, no girl will. Majority of girls, majority.
99%.
I
You know what I'm saying?
rebuke.
We can't speak for everybody.
Right, that's true.
I rebuke.
What have we become?
That's where he found
Yeah,
her.
it's only right.
Yeah.
If they met there, then it's not that bad. But still,
We've lost
I don't
the
know
plot
what's worse,
entirely.
I don't know what's worse, the proposal or the mates jumping for joy. DC, now this is what Usher meant when he said, "It love in this club."
This club. Damn.
Wait, what was the song playing in the background?
DC love story.
That's what I want to know. Because you gotta.
you think he told the club like before the night even happened? Like they knew days in advance?
They had to,
Probably,
right?
yeah.
You
But the
to.
thing is, to get a sign though, like
you let him know that as you
at
get the
that
section,
moment,
you don't have to
you're
tell
like,
them in
yo,
advance.
I'm getting this bottle. What bottle do you think he got to get that sign?
You better get it.
And the most expensive one.
What if he got
Not
Tito's?
the most expensive one, but ew.
He got Tito's.
Yeah, what bottle did he get? See, I need more details now.
Yeah. Dang, we can't see the photos that they. Damn.
God, please cover this marriage in your name, amen.
Yeah.
So what's worse, this or the funeral in the club? Did y'all see that?
Wait, what?
Oh man,
Yo, where do y'all
They had a
find these?
funeral in a club, bro.
this is in DC. Let me show you.
Honestly-
Oh, was it for that rapper?
I
Honestly,
don't know
one that
who he
was-
was.
for my funeral, in the club.
I think I know. what
Turn
you're
up,
talking
please. I don't want it to be sad. Just get lit.
Yeah, this is where that
Yeah.
guy was standing up,
about.
right?
Yeah, Gunu. That
They
shit
had-
was
they had
fucked
his
up, bro.
body propped up.
Yeah, they had his body propped up.
That's him. Looking like a wax figure.
Bro, this is weird, actually. I don't like that.
That shit
Yeah.
was fucked up, bro.
I feel like you could have left him in the casket for this, though.
Whose idea was this?
So which one's worse?
This is worse. This is weird.
This one's much.
This is
Oh
like
my
some like
God.
satanic shit. Like, what are you doing?
And they put a crown on his head and all that. It's
It's one of those ideas, like, it's not even something that you should think of, but niggas probably thought of it like, yo, this is gonna be so dope.
Yeah, or he asked for it.
Maybe.
Some people have
the little
Yeah.
will
a
or
specific
whatever.
thing they want to
Specific thing,
process. Yeah.
That was crazy though.
That's nuts.
That's definitely worse.
Look at this shit, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. His family
Fucking
did it. He was actually a good rapper too.
Oh, he was a rapper.
Yeah, Gunu. That shit was crazy, bro.
This is
I
disgusting.
mean, even to just take a dead body and have it standing up. I don't.
But I mean, that's
Nah.
their family's choice.
Nah, all respect, but I'm just saying it is weird.
Mm-mm.
It's just at the end of the day, it's weird,
Do y'all moan for your girl?
bro.
What do you mean when you say that, bro?
Like,
I'm about to order an Uber home.
Yeah, bro.
Do we fake moan
so y'all are just silent.
or are we scared to moan? Is that what you're asking?
I think both come into play.
Are you
I would never
are
fake
you
moan in my
asking
life.
if we're completely silent in the whole thing, or are you asking if we moan? Those are two
I'm
different
asking
questions.
both, so you got to answer both.
Go ahead, Dawit.
Why am I?
Yeah,
Because how does she know that she's doing a good job?
Let's put it this way. I don't exaggerate or fake anything.
Okay.
And
For
I'm not
sure.
going to stop myself if I genuinely, you know what I'm saying, in that
Yeah.
moment feel like this is such a tough topic, man.
Yeah,
But it shouldn't be
Yeah.
though, bro. We should be
I'm not
able
over
to
there like
speak
acting
on
like I'm in the
things.
library, nigga. Like
Okay.
yeah.
whatever naturally happens, happens. Yeah.
Nah, cause like I do feel like some girls appreciate the fact that it's like they're doing such a good job that like, you know, you let out a moan.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
I think the word moan is what
That's
we're
the
having
problem,
an issue
yeah.
with, because it's not.
I'm not
'Cause I'm
saying it
pretty
like
sure-
you moan like a girl.
Yeah, but moan sounds
Yeah,
feminine.
but moan does. Yeah, like moan
It
kind of
is
comes
just-
with it.
yeah.
what
Y'all
I
are
mean?
kids,
it sounds bad,
bro.
but that's what it is. At the end
It's
of the
what
day.
it is. There's no other word for it. So y'all are silent.
I'm not silent. I'll let out a sound that isn't a moan.
There we go.
A fart. He lets out a fart.
Hey, it happens. It's natural.
Hey, it
It's
happens,
natural.
bro.
All
It's
right?
natural, bro.
Sometimes you just, you know,
Okay, a grunt. Is
it
that
happens,
more
it
manly?
happens, bro.
Like,
It
bro,
happens.
what?
Is that
Like,
more manly? I
I
don't
tried to
know.
fart and I couldn't.
Hey,
What other word is there?
Yeah, it happens,
A
bro.
grunt.
Sometimes you just let some shit out, man.
Nah,
Groan.
man.
Yeah,
Y'all
sometimes you
gotta-
got some, you know.
Y'all gotta like, bro.
You never just bark. I was being dead ass.
You ever just
Bro.
sigh?
Yo, yeah, not gonna lie. Sometimes,
I feel like she would think she did something bad. She's like, I feel like she would leave.
A good sigh or a bad sigh?
She would leave, bro.
Because sometimes a good sigh is
Sigh
like a
of relief.
sigh of relief. Yes, but
Okay, but
I let out a sound a lot like inflated balloon when you let it go.
so you just farted.
That's because his
Stupid, bro.
asshole is loose. That's why.
It's just a bunch of fucking wind.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Fanu's geeking back there.
That's crazy.
y'all are
Dawit,
stupid, bro.
Dawit set himself up. He alley-ooped that
Yeah,
joint
He
to
alley-ooped
himself.
that. Yeah, Chris Paul that
He
shit.
threw it
I
off the
don't think-
backboard.
I don't think they care if you do or don't.
Nah, I
But I think
definitely
the other
noticed
way
that.
I
around.
think they care if you're
No, no, no.
silent.
Yes.
Well,
Like
if
if
you're
you don't
si-
make any
Yeah.
like
Yes.
you don't say
Men are
anything,
not known to fake as a right. Like that's not
Hell
the,
no, yeah.
Yeah,
the stigma on us.
Well,
So,
sometimes if you're in a situation where it's like you want to get out of there, you might have to fake it. I've had to fake it once.
yeah, but
I feel you on that.
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm saying
I understand.
You want to make it seem like you finished.
Yes,
But you're not
yeah.
faking during. You're faking the end.
You're faking the ending. Yeah. Oh man, that's.
But I'm saying like I feel like a constant, just like it's just like okay, I don't know. I feel like that's weird. Like doing it too much.
not too much. It was a general question. Do you moan for your girl?
Not for her. That's you don't do it.
Yeah,
for
I never
somebody.
do it for somebody.
You do it because you had to.
Do you moan at all?
Ever in my life?
Yeah, like with your girl.
Bro, look, at the end of the day, I think what's more important is like, do you care if she's actually moaning or if she's faking it? I feel like that's a better question.
I don't want to think about that. But you can tell the certain body movements that I've realized if she doing that little twitch shit, it's hard to fake that, bro.
She can't fake it.
Nah, because you can feel the tingling, bro.
They professional.
Nah, because usually what I'll do, like if it's like missionary, I'll have my hands on the like you can kind of feel the back.
You
muscles.
don't grip the
By the head.
You don't
just
grip the
steer it like a joystick.
Yeah, I was thinking like a basketball, like Spalding,
bro.
like just
because a lot of the times you can't, especially like when you're done and there's still like kind of that's when you know.
Or you just don't react at all. You walk away and then you look back like the Joe Biden meme,
and you just smirk and then you close the door on the way out. And the Predator
the Transformers song.
That's so good. That is so good.
Shit. Yeah,
is such a
man.
good meme.
They definitely do appreciate some sort of like, okay, he's enjoying this. I guess
but I don't
the
think
whole
they're looking
question
for moaning.
was.
I guess there's some
sometimes
things,
it is with the moan.
some things they can fake and some things they can't, right?
No.
You can tell when certain things are happening down there.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can tell
bro.
when
She's having a good time.
Yes.
90% of the time
Yes.
you can kind of tell when they're
The shaking
bullshitting.
stuff that you were talking about,
Bro.
I feel like if a girl's had enough experience, she could fake that.
Maybe, actually, that's true. I think it's hard to, but like you can feel the little like muscle spasm.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
That's hard to fake. I feel like
Nah,
I put nothing past women.
I'm pretty sure there's some professionals
maybe,
out there.
there might
put
be.
nothing
Damn.
past.
I'm pretty sure it's a professional.
But I
Nah,
appreciate.
nigga,
I
there's some
appreciate
girls
if
who
you
can
fake it
control their
though.
pussy, bro. There's some girls who can grip your dick with their pussy.
Yeah.
Like they can like
No, I believe
contract
that.
it.
Yeah,
I believe it.
So she could probably
Professionals.
fake a like
but I'll appreciate a
Orgasm,
faker
I
because that means at least she cares about like.
She got some etiquette.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
this girl's classy.
Yes. Exactly.
Nah,
Exactly.
Cream of the crop.
Imagine you
The
hear
crop is crazy.
and you hear and then you're like, this girl's classy.
Oh shit.
The better question is, do you even care if she's faking or not?
That's what I'm saying.
I guess
yeah, like,
not. Like,
I think I would only care about it.
How are you ever gonna really know unless she
yeah,
tells you?
unless
that
she
she's
tells
faking?
you.
if I don't know, if I can't tell, I don't care.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
And on top of that, like even then afterwards, like they'll lie on shit. Like you never know if they're telling the truth or they're lying, whatever. So
yeah.
But to answer the question, I don't moan. I just I kind of raise up on all fours and I beat my chest like a gorilla.
Yeah, like them silverbacks.
And then I go back in.
The moaning is good, like as far as I feel like in the beginning stages when you mess with someone consistently, because it's like you study it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It helps you learn like what makes her tick. You know,
For
what I'm saying?
sure,
Where her
for
spots
sure.
are. But just a random jump should be bullshitting. At
Yeah.
that point, it's like who caars?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
more. Yeah. This question was more so for your girl, like for someone you've been with.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, one night stand.
Figuring her out. That's
yeah.
I know what you mean. It's like doing a backshot puzzle or something. You're trying to put the pieces.
Yeah, like for a one night stand, you're not hearing my moan. Like if it's someone I'm actually dating.
So then your answer is
then-
yes, you moan.
That was
for
his
my
answer.
girl.
That's
His
yeah.
answer is yes. That's okay.
Nigga, yes.
But the thing is,
if
yeah.
it's missionary, for sure.
But I feel like you're saying like there's either moan or silence.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I think there's a
there
lot
can
of
be,
variations.
Yeah, there's
to
variations.
what-
I think that's where we're because I'm
we're
like
just saying we don't moan.
because silence is like now you just like a serial killer. Now you're
Nah,
like American
silence-
Psycho.
Nah,
Like
yeah, silence is ridiculous. Like if you're just silent, like in missionary, like
Nah, you can get the sound going.
Yeah, because
No.
then you're just then you're
That's
just
funny.
staring
That's
at each
funny.
other. in the
that's funny
eyes.
as shit. Yeah, you get the
dead
legs,
silent.
Eye contact.
Yeah, like what the fuck? It's like
that's funny as shit. Yeah, nah, bro. Niggas that do that need to go to jail. But yeah, if you get the legs like here, the sound will come. That's straight. So you don't have to bump
The eyes
that.
thing is funny. Just imagine certain niggas who like do certain drugs whose eyes are like.
Yeah. Or
Crackheads. Yeah, I don't think crackheads
imagine
make
she's
any
over here
noise.
just thinking like he's not making any sounds. She's just like
This nigga hasn't blinked
more and more
in the last
scared.
20 minutes.
yeah. Do you need eye drops?
Fucking tear going up.
The tear is fucking crazy.
Nah,
Nah,
silence
that
would be
nigga's letting
insane,
out
bro.
some shit, bro.
Silence would be insane. Like, yeah, is he breathing? Like,
Yo, just imagine how crazy a nigga looks who's wired. Imagine he's coked up or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just going
He
crazy.
just got
Oh, that's
veins
funny
in
as
his
shit, too.
forehead, just like
silent eye contact is
Yeah.
nuts, bro.
There's gotta be, you gotta make some sort of noise like for your partner, bro.
Honestly, though, if you got music, you good.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. You know, like sometimes I'll be playing the lo-fi beats.
I'll say
I don't even be playing the music.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
ki-
really do music too much. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't either. Not very often. It
'Cause
kind
it's
of
not
has
like
to have
I'ma
been
stop-
already playing,
Yeah,
not
exactly,
like
exactly.
oh wait, hold up, we're about to. You know
what?
Yeah, shit. Sometimes there'll be
You know, like,
Family
what am
Guy
I
in the
gonna-
background or like Fresh Prince or some shit. Fuck
you know-
around and hear the theme song.
Fucking
Like what?
Joe Budden podcast.
Joe Budden.
Yeah,
fuck
like
around
what do
your
you mean
podcast.
stop and play music? The
I
plane
don't-
done took off. We're not turning around.
Yeah,
I don't like music because like I don't want Usher serenading me while I'm like, you know.
Yeah,
I just don't want to.
yeah.
Right, or it's a movie on Netflix that you tried to watch 3 times, but every time y'all try to watch it,
Never get through.
There is
bro.
one particular album I remember. That was Party Next Door's first album. That one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Put
that's
that
fair.
on,
That's
bro.
fair. But sometimes it'd be a
Never
good
mind, let me not
movie
tell you
on,
any
and it'd be
stories
at like a
about
good part. You'd be mid hitting, like, wait, hold on.
See, the
Dog,
problem is
right.
I love movies.
Wait,
That's my
How many
problem,
he played it
bro. It's hard for me to have a movie on because like I'll get wrapped up. I love a good movie.
Yeah,
like I would
yeah,
just be like,
yeah.
Bro, you know what the problem was? Like for me, sometimes though, like the TV was already on, we were already watching something else, bro. I ended up like clapping to SpongeBob once, like, and this nigga was in the background talking about that. Like I was like, bro, what the fuck?
the funniest
We
is
ended
the
up
funniest
laughing in the
moments when it's like you and your girl both like could be whatever, like y'all both are in the mood, right?
Yeah.
Whether y'all haven't seen each other for a while, and then y'all chill, y'all trying to act like y'all watching a movie. Y'all both know. Y'all just like you
both
pick
know what's
any
gonna
fucking
happen.
movie, yeah, and you kind of just pick any
Yeah,
bullshit movie.
bro.
Yeah, whenever
just
there's
pick
no
some shit, yeah.
when there's no debate on the movie.
Oh shit.
Any
yeah.
literally
you wanna watch
anything.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my
that's cool.
god.
I don't mind.
When there's no like, yeah, usually it'll be like, no, let's pick this. But if it's like she don't even care about the genre,
Put
nigga,
literally
it's
anything
gonna
on.
last 5 minutes.
Yeah, you go on ahead and get
If you
your
ask her,
push-ups in. Real
so that
quick.
means if you ask her what you trying to watch, she said, "I don't care." It means you're smashing.
Yes.
Green light.
Green,
Yeah,
green light.
nigga, like every
Green light.
time. Nah, if
Put
it
on-
takes more than 10 minutes to
put those
find the
room
movie.
LEDs on, bro.
Yeah,
Hey.
bro. Shit.
funny.
Also, one other question I have: why don't girls get off when you say you're about to nut?
I think you'd have to ask a woman.
But I'm asking y'all, what do you think they're thinking?
You're talking about a specific subset of girls. Not all. Not
Not
This is
all,
not a
but like,
general-
why do
general
some girls not get off when you say
right.
you're about to nut? Why
It's
do
the
some
same
girls
reason
not
that they bite you in the arm randomly, bro. Like they just, it's just this.
I think
they
it's
just
two
think it's
two
funny.
reasons.
It's like a badge
Yeah,
mark.
like they can, so they do. I think it's like an invasive thought thing almost.
like a dominating type thing.
No, like you know what I was saying is like, you know how I told you they'll like just randomly bite you or something or just do some weird.
That's not the same, bro.
I'm not saying it's the same. I'm saying that the reasoning behind it is the same.
Okay.
Like it's like an intrusive thought thing. Like
I don't
know,
think it's intrusive.
I
think it's
was gonna kind of make a similar point.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say I feel like it's either because they actually like the feeling
I think
of that
it
moment,
is.
and it's like a higher climax for them,
for them, yeah.
that's
or they like to feel it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
While
yeah,
it's happening,
yeah, for sure.
or they're trying to trap you straight up.
Yeah. If it's like someone random, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
But the other thing is, if you just say that, you didn't tell her to get off.
You didn't tell her to get off.
All
yeah.
you said was that
But-
what you're about to do.
That-
You didn't say get off of me.
Nah, but sometimes you be trying to push them off. Sometimes you be trying to say, all right, get off. But they don't
That's
be
different. That's different.
If a
Y'all
girl
never
can make-
experienced that?
I'm not gonna. Lie
I didn't
to
say
you.
I didn't experience it. I'm saying it's different.
Okay, but some of them be doing that though. That shit's borderline like.
She never hit you with the leg lock.
Oh my god, bro.
That's just that's
No, that
crazy.
leg lock is
Deadly,
crazy
bro.
because even when you stand up, they're still there, and it's like,
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Nah.
That's when I realized like why girls don't skip leg day. Like their legs be stronger than ours, bro.
That's funny as hell.
They be that leg lock shit is serious.
That's why you got to be careful, man. You got to be careful who you mess with. Like,
Yeah,
you know.
for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
Damn. Oh, would y'all ever get a tattoo with your girl's name?
Never. I wouldn't get tattooed of
Anybody's name. Yeah.
Unless
Anybody's
it's like
name.
immediate family. Parents, kids, siblings.
Okay, so
That's
Mello, no. Sam?
I wouldn't get anybody's name. Yeah.
Damn, not even my name?
I just don't want any names on me, I feel like. Yeah.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair, yeah.
Now, like, it depends on the context, though.
I was about to say, what if mom was like, get my name tag?
But she would never say that, though.
Hypothetically.
She would never say it, though. But, like, let's say something tragic happened.
Okay, yeah.
But if it's just like, you're still alive and I got your name on me, because now if we get in an argument, what, you're gonna cook me like, that's why you got,
yeah,
you
that's
know?
true. I would do that.
I
would
can't live
100%
that.
do
Yeah. Now, when you talk about like, you know, my girl, it's like, the thing is, it would have to be mutual. Like, it can't just be one person getting it.
Okay.
Because the thing is, if I just
That's
get your
fair,
name
yeah.
and you don't have my
it
name,
had to be, yeah.
It's
you
gotta
know
be
what I mean?
mutual,
a
yeah.
two-way
'Cause-
street, but
Yeah.
Yeah, because now the dynamic's weird. Again, it's the same thing. It's like if I got yours and the dynamic's weird now. Because now it's like, I got your name on me. Now this means more to me than it means to you.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Now it's weird.
Mutual would
I
be
think
better. What
I
about
think
you,
the only
Dawit?
way that I would mainly because in my mind, there's cover up art out there. It'll just give me an excuse.
That's
anyway.
what I'm thinking too.
And then the other thing is like,
yeah.
if you don't have tattoos, I think that'd be my only exception for me to not be like, you need to get one too. Like if you got no tattoos on her, then fine, right? But if you've already got tattoos and you telling me to put, yeah, we will go together.
Yeah.
Why would any girl make you get a tattoo though?
I think that is a red flag. I think it's a red flag. I think it's a red flag, especially because tattoos is like, for me to get a tattoo, I have to be inspired to do it. Like I want this on me for the rest of my life. Not someone said, I want you. I want you to put
it's a
this
selfish
on.
reason because
It is.
you know I'm not benefiting from this in any
It
type
is
of way,
selfish.
right?
I don't.
Right.
I wasn't even thinking in the sense that like they forced. I think it came from my thought process came from a suggestion or like an ask, like, oh, you should get my name tattooed.
Even
like
that for me would be a little. If it was a serious ask, not a force, like, but you're dead ass serious asking me.
Yeah.
Even if you're cool with me saying no,
Yeah.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. 'Cause it's just like,
But I think they're just thinking of it as like, if he does it, great. If he doesn't, because the force would be she's tripping if you say no.
Low key, I would.
But if she
though.
just asking, like, technically, there's no harm, no foul there. She just asked.
yeah.
Yeah,
Because if it's just a question and you said no, and then she left you alone, then like, who gives a fuck?
yeah.
Yo, this face
So
is
basically,
killing me.
they're manipulative.
it's just weird. It's just weird.
Because like
It's a
you
little
ask,
over possessive.
you ask,
type of
yeah.
action to me to get.
Because the only reason
I don't know. It's just
The only reason you ask is like, there's a possibility it happens, and then it's like, again, I just feel like the dynamic would be weird.
Yeah,
if it's not my own idea, I don't like it.
You'd also have to, honestly, for me, I don't care if you ask me. Number one, you'd have to be okay with the answer no. Number two, you'd have to be willing to get one too.
Yeah. I'm with that though. Like whoever I end up with, if it's like the one and she wants to do that, you know, I'm
Are you gonna let her pick where?
Nah. We gotta do it like
Why not?
below the neck. Yeah.
What if she wants it like here?
Nah.
So you gotta get behind your ear.
Behind your ears, nuts.
What if she said you gotta get on your throat?
Hell no.
That's crazy.
Why not?
That's wild. A
Why?
throat tattoo for a man. As a man, if you have a throat tattoo, I'm not talking to you.
No. It's cool. Just depends what you
Why?
do.
Nah.
It's a neck tattoo. Don't say throat.
Nah, nigga, it's a throat
Your
tattoo.
throat is inside, nigga.
I don't care. You let another nigga play with your throat.
That's like getting a tattoo on your stomach. Say I got a tattoo on my intestines. No, nigga.
Now you got a belly
You
button
got a
tattoo.
point.
Yeah, I got a belly button tat.
They threw in the piercing.
No, throat just sounds bad.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
It does.
I'm sorry.
It does. It for
can't.
sure sounds bad.
Man and throat, yeah. unless you're talking to your fucking doctor, don't ever say that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, when he does, if you do get a neck tattoo and it is around your like Adam's apple, he is gonna have to grip your jaw.
No, he's
No, he's not.
What are you talking about?
You just have
why
to.
do you have to grip?
He never has to grip you anytime, ever.
You should never to draw. Do you like grip the paper like a fucking gorilla and do this shit?
I would think to see like the whole.
It's like a barber. Like, if you ever gone to a barber and they trim like your face anywhere?
No, I don't have.
And
Okay,
even
okay,
then,
but
they're
even
not
your hair,
gripping.
even your
Yeah,
hair,
yeah,
like
yeah.
your hair. He's not damn near like gripping your shit.
Yeah, he
yeah,
might
true,
like
true.
do
Nudge
this
you.
number like
Yeah.
to kind of keep you like
Or to
tilting
tell
away.
you where to go. Like,
Yeah.
all right, move that way.
Like, but even then, he's not like grasping the like your temple. He's like just got it there so that he can move you around.
that reminds me. You seen those trolls where like the dude will be like, it's a barber, and then he'll just like take his finger and like hit their lips.
That should be funny
That
as
shit's
fuck,
funny
bro.
as hell.
I saw one dude stick his hand in the dude's cheek like a fish hook. Like, he goes like this and he's like starts trimming.
They
I
gotta
was
be
like,
really
nah,
cool with their
bro.
barbers to do.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
do
Yo.
Them
things like
barbers
that.
be playing with fire,
Yo.
bro.
Because they be like,
No, but here's the thing: they're responsible for your hairline, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
because so you can't be getting up and move.
trip.
they basically have a gun to your head.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Because if you move, zzz.
They can slit your throat in 2 seconds.
That fucking lip thing.
The lip
that
thing
shit
is crazy,
funny
bro.
as fuck.
Yeah,
But,
I see somebody do it with
like-
the earlobe too. That shit was crazy.
What the fuck, bro? Freaky ass barbers.
The earlobe is worse. Because the lip, you might feel like it's an accident. You're just
Yeah,
trying to like
yeah.
see your like. The earlobe's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah,
Back
the
there?
fuck you got going on, bro?
Yo,
I'm never coming.
I almost
here again.
cried when I saw that.
But I mean, look, I think it's okay to get your girl's name tatted as long as like y'all like it's mutual. Like she gets
I don't
your
think
name
in
tatted,
general
too.
there's anything wrong with it.
But yeah, it's just not your cup of
It's,
tea.
yeah, it's not my cup of tea.
Yeah. And there's a lot of people that are like that too. And I understand the reasoning behind like not wanting to do it because then like it doesn't help in any way. It doesn't help the relationship in any way.
It
That
doesn't
would
help.
give me like
and
your
then-
clingy as fuck vibes.
Yeah, and then it's
Yeah.
just an exterior like
But that's a different
thing.
question though. We're asking like we kind of warped into like her asking. The question was just would you do it? Not
Okay.
did your girl ask you to
Yeah.
do it?
Right.
I think
You're
for
right.
me, I guess I've changed it almost into that question because I just never had the thought to like I want someone's name on me.
I'm pretty
Like,
sure
it
there's
just
a lot
never-
of guys
it just-
who did it on their own and surprised
Yeah.
their girl.
Yeah,
pretty sure.
yeah. You're right though.
I would
I
personally
believe it.
I would do it, and
I wouldn't
especially
do it to
because like I
surprise my
said,
girl.
there's a lot of artists out there, man. They can make a whole thing out of it, bro.
I wouldn't do that to surprise my girl because I don't want my girl to think I'm like that dedicated.
You think it would change how she viewed you?
Yeah, I don't want her to think I'm that
Like
dedicated to the relationship.
she saw. Well, not even just that. That's fucked up. But just like the fact that now she saw you went out of your way to go do that on your own, and she's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
I got him.
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
No.
nah, you in a toxic relationship."
It could create like
Nah,
a
hell no.
Yeah.
That's a toxic
Yeah,
relationship.
Nah,
bro.
you really like, bro. The tattoo is so far from locked in my opinion. Because when you sign those marriage papers, then you'll see the difference.
That's what they really care about.
That's true.
At the
You
end of
sign
the
those
day.
marriage papers, you'll look at a tattoo like I don't give a fuck.
That's real locked in.
I promise you won't care.
Financials versus
Yeah, versus like somebody else just doing a drawing.
Wait, have
over
y'all
it.
ever gotten like one of your a girl that you've dated a promise ring?
I don't even know what that is.
no.
Promise ring is like
Y'all have never.
it's
That's
like
like fake
it's like an
marriage.
engagement ring to the engagement ring.
Yeah, it's bullshit to me.
Hold on, wait. I
Yeah,
don't
y'all
see
just
it like
shitted
that.
on him. Did you get one?
Yeah, but
Well,
But
it
you
depends
say-
on what
that
age you
was-
did it.
no.
It
That
depends
was
on what
like-
age you did it because they do
Yeah.
that in high
No,
school
no
too.
way.
nah, I was 20, so this was like 4 years ago.
Okay.
In the middle of your college career, you got a girl with a promise ring.
Yeah, I was.
How much
yeah.
did you spend on it?
It wasn't a lot. It
I
was.
guess
college
it's a nice
money.
gesture,
Okay.
but to me, it kind of takes away from getting to that next stage, right?
But that was the.
takes away from that ring process.
I guess the point was when you're like 20, 21 or whatever, 19, 18, like a promise ring is like, yeah, it's like that next step. Like, hey, we're together, but it's not like we're gonna get married anytime soon.
I
Here's
know,
like
I know what it is.
Yeah.
But to me, it's bullshit. Like I feel like it's just
True, yeah.
let's
It
save
was
this
now,
process
in
for-
hindsight, it was a waste of time. But
So it's like
Yeah,
something
yeah.
for people, like young people, like in
Yes.
their early
Yeah.
20s. Like,
Yeah.
no,
okay.
not,
No,
I mean
you
not
can do it at
everybody.
any
nigga.
age because a lot of people do it
Oh,
even
they do? I don't
afterwards.
know.
So it's like
yeah.
it's
oh, true,
it's
you're
just
right. You're
a
right.
gesture.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like I
It's a
don't think
gesture.
it's the principle of it doesn't like I don't sit here and look at it like that's bullshit. I mean, do I care about it? Not really. But like if that's something
The
the
fact
girl
you're in a
wants-
relationship together is like already a promise, right?
Yeah, I agree.
A ring signifies a significant step
Yeah.
that other people can look at you and recognize that. For me, we shouldn't be on that level. Like other people shouldn't look at me and question if I'm like, I don't know. That's just how I think about it.
Well, usually,
I understand
usually
what
the
you're
I
men
look at
don't
a
wear
ring.
one.
I look at a ring in general as like, it's just my mind ties it to marriage.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
yeah.
only shorties wear that though. I don't think dudes wear that promise ring.
I'm
Yeah.
not talking about for myself, just regardless.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just
a
the
ring
idea of a
means-
ring.
yeah, it's like
I hear
engagement,
you. I
marriage.
Hear you.
I'm not going to do that just for a boyfriend and girlfriend thing.
Yeah.
That shit could end tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
I think the
That's true.
premise though, because just to make, because I remember looking this up. I think it was the premise is that you're essentially saying, yes, I do plan to marry you. I know that that's the purpose of an engagement ring in the first place. I'm just saying that that's like it's supposed to be like a engagement ring light, you know?
Oh, that was not
Who
the
came
case
up with
for
this?
me. I did it because I did some fuck shit and I wanted to like kind of ease the
Yeah,
situation.
like I think the promise ring thing gets watered down at the younger ages.
You can buy her a necklace.
when
you
you're
can buy her a
older, it's
bracelet.
meant
Could have
to
just got her
be.
jewelry.
Yeah, I'm just saying when you're older, it's meant to be a way of saying like
Yeah.
it's a reassurance. It's
Yes, yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it's I don't know. To me, it's not a huge deal. Either which way, whether I do it, don't do it.
Mm.
Yo, what's y'all's prediction of when I'll get a girl?
We
Like
doing
a
like
girlfriend?
When do you
over-under?
predict when I will
Like a girlfriend?
Yeah. Like what? When do you predict? I'm 24 right now. It is it's June 1st, 2025. What prediction do y'all have?
I said like 27.
Damn,
What?
that's 3 years.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
You'll
It's
be
2
all right.
years. You better be 25.
2.5.
You better be 25.
Yeah, true. Yeah,
right?
yeah. 2.5 years. Yeah.
I don't
You'll be
think that's
all right.
that far, bro. Believe me, it's gonna be like that. You're gonna look back and be like, "Damn, I was just 24."
Oh, okay.
You're literally gonna wake up and be like, "I was just 24."
Yep.
Damn.
Your knees gonna creak when you get out of bed.
27, bro. Mellow.
I'm
what's
talking
your-
about a girl that like this is your girlfriend, like that.
Yeah.
You're,
No, I'm talking about serious
yeah,
relationship.
and I'll say 27 because I feel like
That's a good age.
if it didn't happen, like let's say you were in college, right, and you just didn't find somebody that you were locked in with. I feel like 28, and maybe I'm just being biased because I'm literally 28 right now. But I feel like when you get to 28, it's like certain things start hitting you where you're just like, damn, like I'm almost 30. Like, after that, not that that's like bad. It's just like, I feel like as you get older, you just start thinking about what really matters to you. And, I feel like 30 for a lot of men is like that age where, first of all, you are like in a lot of ways in your prime. It's like you're young, like you got a lot of energy, like you're still good. You're not like, 50,
Yeah.
60 years old, like
Making good money.
You're making good money. A lot of times when you get into your 30s as a man, that's probably the most you've been making in your life so far.
Yeah. Okay.
So there's just a lot of things I feel like that start to hit you, and like you're mature, like you're an adult, like for the most part. So that's why I say 27.
What's your prediction, Dawit?
I'd side with that. 27 years old sounds about right.
27.
I
Mellow.
don't know. I feel like this time next year he'll probably have a girlfriend.
See, that's what
You
I
got a lot
wanted
of
to
faith.
hear. That's
The
got a
girl,
lot of
from,
faith,
the girl
bro.
from TikTok's gonna find him.
yeah. Oh,
Wait, the
man.
one that they
The
said
one that
looks like him,
comments?
The ones
or
on
the
every
other
video.
girl? Oh, I know you're talking about.
No, I'm just joking.
I
But
know
in
you're
general,
talking
I feel like you'll probably. That's just my guess.
Mm.
I like that guess. I think by this time next year, I'll probably find someone.
We got to find that girl that they said looks like you.
You've been talking about it a lot, so I feel like it's just gonna
I
manifest.
found her.
Yeah,
at
I
some
be
point. I
man. I
typed
be
in her name.
trying, but it's
He
like
did, yeah.
Yeah, because it was like in the how it makes it like blue. You
Mm.
just click on it. Yeah. Just,
Yeah.
So, do you think that you need to change anything in your approach, or you just think your approach is good? You just haven't found the right one yet.
yeah, I think my approach is good. I just haven't found the right one.
Mm.
Yeah.
This is the part where we gather all the clips from the past 20 episodes where Yoni's like, damn, I really should work on that. Damn, I should change that about myself. Damn, I really should have fixed that.
Yeah, somebody just
snap.
And then it ends with, nah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Oh snap.
Maybe get a little more picky too.
That I think is
Yeah, that's
key.
true. That's true. That's true.
That's the key.
A lot of the times I'll go for the girl that like brings the most fun out of me, and that's also fun, and that's why it might not be the best, or that's why it's not haven't worked out really.
Yeah.
So it's like a lot of times I'll go for the party girl because I like to have fun too.
But that never works.
Yeah,
I feel like
and
that's
I'm
just
starting
like
to realize that. But okay, I'll take your predictions. We'll see what's. I think Mello will be right. You got the dad jokes for today to end the day.
Oh yeah.
Dawit has some dad jokes.
How's it gonna work? What is the
I think he's just gonna say them.
breakdown?
I just was reading through these.
Are these
okay.
gonna be really hard to understand? Actually, don't even tell me. Just
they're
surprise.
like punchlines.
Okay.
No, not one of those ones where it's like so and so
Fucking
so
riddle.
and so walk into a bar.
Yeah,
I don't
okay,
like,
okay,
I don't
okay.
like that. No,
Yeah,
I
fuck
just
them
thought the
jokes.
one-liners would be funny.
Let's hear it.
All right, so
Wait,
should we
are we trying to keep a straight face or it's just like you just reading?
try to keep
try
a
not
straight
to
face.
laugh?
I think
Try not
that'll
to
be-
laugh. All right, this is a
All right.
try not to laugh for dad jokes.
All right. What do you call a cow that's twerking?
What?
A milkshake.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. What did DJ Khaled's left nipple say to his right nipple?
What?
We the breast. Almost. All right.
I'm
We're
holding
getting
on.
somewhere.
I'm holding on. Pause.
What was more useful than the first telephone?
What?
The second one.
I don't like that one.
Fuck that one, bro.
That's like an asshole joke. Like,
Yeah.
It's a dad joke. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be
It's
bad.
like-
It's like
Yo,
making
I'm sitting
me.
here like
That's-
it's a bad joke. No, it's a dad joke.
No,
It's
that's a
supposed to be.
condescending joke.
Yeah.
That made me feel like an
Dumbass
idiot.
nigga. That's funny as shit.
Okay. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom?
Come on.
The P is silent.
That's pissing me off.
that's funny.
That's pissing me off.
That's funny though. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah, all right. What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals?
What?
Felipe Flop.
Bro.
All right. The last one, I promise. What do you call a duck that's on drugs?
What?
A quackhead.
Son.
Dawit.
Yo. A quackhead. Did you write these?
Crackhead, bro.
I wrote it down from what I found.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I got any good ones that I remember.
A dad joke?
Nah, quackhead sent me, bro.
Nah, we the breast. I
We the breast.
had to look up at the ceiling for a little bit.
Because you can kind of damn near see DJ Khaled looking at it.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled goofy ass.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have anything on our mind, heart, soul, anything else?
Oh, I haven't kept up too much with it, but what's up with the NBA playoffs? Like, who's left? It's just
The
It's the finals.
Pacers just
Finals.
closed out.
Okay.
Pacers and Thunder.
Pacers
Pacers and Thunder.
I think
That's
it's gonna
it.
be a good finals.
I think it starts.
Yeah.
Does it start today?
No, yesterday was a game.
Oh, okay.
Game 6, Pacers Knicks.
Okay, so game one's what, like Monday or maybe
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday.
something?
Shout out SGA,
Nah,
man.
Thursday.
Oh, Thursday.
Thursday.
So they get a
We should
little
watch that shit, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, I'm off early now.
Yeah.
so.
That'd be good.
We should watch and record, or
That'd be tough.
Yeah, Thursday at 8:30.
like every finals game that we can at least.
That's nice, man.
Anything else? Y'all good for today?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey man, this was a legendary episode.
The return.
Shout out to all the listeners. We are approaching 1,000 subscribers. What are we at now?
It was like 860 last time.
860. Come on.
Y'all
Yo,
gotta subscribe.
Y'all remember when I was like, yo, we're at 50 subs. We're at 50 subs, bro. I
Even
was
like
so
having
happy.
like 50 followers on IG. And then
Son.
I wish we could figure out who the like 1,000th subscriber is.
yeah, I
Like,
don't know.
wish there's a
I'm
way
sure
to
we
do
could
it.
find that, right?
Yeah,
you know,
that'd be
we can
nice.
set up, you can
That'd be
have, there's like the live subscriber count. I think you can, if you put your YouTube channel, you can look at that and like watch
yeah,
We
it
don't get a
live.
notification every time.
We
No.
get a
This
notice.
just
We
not
get a
every
notice
time.
sometimes.
893rd subscriber.
Not the number, but you get a notification of who.
It's
But
like
only
one every
sometimes.
30, one every 40. Yeah, it's not a lot.
It'll be like so and so subscribed.
We gotta
But-
call YouTube.
We do.
That would be tough because if we could figure it out, shout them out. Or
Hey man, please get us to 1,000. We're almost there. That will be a legendary episode once we hit that. Thank you guys so much for supporting, watching. The Dukem episode is our most viewed episode right
Biggest
now.
one.
That shit went crazy.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
Dukem.
out to Lydia, shout out to Dukem, Nobel, all that. Yeah, man, this was a great episode. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all of that to WeSoCultured. Till next time, man. Peace.
peace.